Check, check, Mike. Mike 1 2, Mike 1 2. Can anybody hear me now? Interesting stuff. This issue. Any sound? Check, check, Mike check. Any sound? Any sound? Had to reboot. All right, good. 10-4. I was like, man, there shouldn't be no audio issues, but if you can hear me now, I think everything cleared up. For some reason, my Wi-Fi decided to reboot and refresh. But well, I guess nobody heard anything I said the first few minutes. But um, yeah, it was a felt like summertime today here for sure. I think we got up to like 97, 98 with the heat index and the humidity. It was summertime is here. I know. It's the World Wide Web, it's almost impossible to traverse through it without getting stuck or backtracked at some point. All right, I guess my Wi-Fi just wants to do what it wants to do tonight. Yeah, I just checked my weather and it says I don't know, we're in the 80s, but it feels like 95. They said it still feels like 95 outside. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, I understand and acknowledge that. I'm just speaking about weather-wise. I know the seasons and all that type of stuff. I'm just speaking weather-wise. I know summer hasn't officially started, but weather-wise, summer has officially started. Maybe not the date, the time, the celestial alignment, but it's here in the Peach State. Guess my Wi-Fi is just gonna do its own thing tonight. That's cool. That is okay. Hit it like it's hot. Make sure you tap the thumb up. I know it's hot outside, but it's getting hot in here. Clear at 81, 88 humidity. Yeah, humidity is 81%. Yeah, I don't think we quite got up to 80 something percent humidity today, but man, it sure felt like it. I think it was showing like it warmed up fast. I don't know, around 9:30 or 10 o'clock, it was already saying like it was in the 80s. It said it was 85 degrees. But yeah, we went and accomplished a few tasks, a few jobs we had today, and kind of took it easy for the rest of the day. It's about lunchtime, man, it was so hot outside. Man, you just couldn't think about doing nothing. Which it was kind of a slow day, anyways. Fridays. We try not to open too many cans of worms on Fridays. We try to close some things out. Try not to let nothing linger too much. But wasn't too bad. Big dog, what's going on, big dog? Good to see you. I hope all is well. You know, just living life, loving life, talking about it to whoever wants to listen about it. At some point, I'll drop the link and see if they want to talk about it. Wow, 3,000 people in Mount Airy without power. Storm brought down trees on power lines. Man, I still got family. I still got blood up there in Mount Airy. Mount Airy, North Carolina. That's where my grandfather was born. The home of Andy Griffith. If anybody's familiar with Andy Griffith, yeah, my grandfather on my mom's side and Andy Griffith, they went to school together. I think he told the story. Andy Griffith was like 2 or 3 grades ahead of him, or a couple grades ahead of him. But yeah, shout out Mount Airy, North Carolina. Man, I've been up and through there. That's a beautiful, beautiful part of the country, no doubt. Oh, me too. I need to go back up there and see if that one restaurant's still there. Snappy's, what was it? Snappy's Diner or Snappy's Lunch. Man, that place has got some good food. Woo, 103. I think we got up to like 97, 98, but with the whatever they say with the real feel, I'm just like, hey, if you're saying it's 98, but you're saying it feels like so and so, then just say it, you know. Don't get my hopes up that it's gonna feel like it's still in the 90s and I walk out and it feels like I don't walk into a human panini press. Yep. Snappy Lunch. Mary knows what I'm talking about. That's a good place. They got a lot of good food, but I think they're like world famous for their pork chop sandwiches. Mm. Yeah, I get me 2 of them. 2 of those pork chop sandwiches fully loaded to go, please. Mm. Man, it was hot in North Carolina. Sanford, North Carolina. Man. Yeah, and then a buddy of mine, he went down to where'd he go? He went down to Hilton Head. He went down to Hilton Head Beach for the weekend. He left out this morning. And shoot, man, it's gonna be uh at least 10 degrees cooler down there at Hilton Head on the beach versus here. I thought that's pretty wild. Yeah, I think tomorrow is supposed to be 97 here. And I think tomorrow down there on the beach is the high is supposed to get up to 86. So well enjoy it while you can. There ain't too many times it's like that we're warmer inland than they are outland. Oh no, I can't do that, Pat. You know, if I ever make it to you, I'll treat you to dinner. You know what I mean? I definitely appreciate the offer, but if I make it there, I'm treating you. I'm treating us both. If I can make it out that far, you know. As much as you talked about it, it sounds like some good stuff. So that's definitely where we're going. You know, just tell them, hey, all y'all got to get the heck out of there. It's just, you know, special reservations only. If you didn't get the invite, you got to get out of here, bubs. No more reservations. No. Then I think I try not to check the weather too much this time of the year because unless something crazy happens or they're juicing up the skies, you can pretty much feel and tell when it's going to get ready to rain or things like that. But yeah, I checked it and it shows it's cooling back off a little bit, but I don't know. I'm just ready for some rain. What's Bunny talking about? Glazed croissants. Can't say I've ever had a glazed croissant. If I did, it definitely slipped my memory bank. I don't know. Sounds kind of intimidating, a glazed croissant. No, I take that back. No, we used to have a restaurant that used to do something like that, but it wasn't. I forget exactly what the bread was they served. You sit down, they ask you, do you want a basket of corn muffins or some other type of roll? I forget what it was, but it was good. They had some good product. I hated that. That place was called Dizzy Chicken. Man, everything they had was good. Good portions, good food, but I guess like some things, it's too good. It's too good to be true. Therefore, it cannot exist any longer. Mm. What y'all got planned for the weekend? Any big plans? Any festivities? Side quests? I gotta go help a buddy of mine do a little side job, finish up a job tomorrow, but that won't take but maybe a couple hours at most. I think hanging a couple lights, hanging a couple floodlights. Uh, it ain't much. It's just little small stuff to finish out this house. But after that, I don't know. If it only takes a couple hours, I might go down to the check out the outdoor market tomorrow. It's rain, sleet, or snow most times, unless it's just absolutely horrible weather. They always have the outdoor market on Saturday. Might go check that out. Uh, I don't know about any events. I think I saw something at the one of our local museums downtown. I think they got this traveling exhibit for the America 250. I'm not all exactly sure what they got in there. Maybe some. I'm not sure. Might go down there and check that out. Who knows? Just depends on how long it takes on the little side job tomorrow, and depends on how hot it is. If I get off and it feels like a bowl of tomato soup outside, I may just yield. I may yield till Sunday. I'm gonna have to check it out post stream because yeah, I had my weekly tacos. I don't think I can handle looking at any food right now, virtual or real. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. There's some things I like to do and like to see. Don't know if I'll actually get to them, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Oh, I bet. Dad, and I think you said you're not far from the Cowboys Stadium, so yeah, y'all will be getting a lot of traffic with the what is it? The soccer, the FIFA soccer matches. I think I could be wrong, but I think the first, what is it? The FIFA World Cup match just kicked off a little while ago. It was the United States versus was it Paraguay? Paraguay or Paraguay? I forget how you pronounce it, but yeah, they were playing out in Los Angeles in the The Los Angeles Rams football stadium. And I think what's today's date? Uh, the games in Atlanta, the World Cup games that Atlanta's hosting, they kick off Monday. I think they run through from June the 15th to the July the 15th, and I think they're hosting like 8 matches. Oh man, I used to tell you. I played soccer at one point. I used to tell you what it stood for. It stood for I can't remember. My memory just went poop. You know, it'll come to me later on, I'm sure, or somebody in chat will know. How about that? Spain's coming to Chattanooga. Yeah, I forget the different. I forget all the different teams that's coming to Atlanta. I think it's 8 matches total. I forget the different countries. Um, None of them really stood out as like a high profile match, but you never know. Just never know these things. I think it's been. I want to say it's close to the 100-year anniversary of FIFA. I think FIFA was created like in the night, uh, maybe the 1920s or maybe the 1930s. I can't remember exactly when that organization formed, but yeah, they've been around a while. I think that organization has been around longer than the. Well, no, I don't know. I don't know about American organized sports, but they've been around a while. Yeah, I played a little bit as a kid when I was in the rec department. I played some in middle school, and then I played a little bit my ninth grade year. I played goalie, but yeah, I played soccer, football, basketball, some track and field events, wrestling. I think that's about it. Yeah, I enjoyed baseball, but I never played organized baseball. Okay, 1904. It's over 100 years. I figured it was pretty old because it wasn't. I don't know. It must have been a today in history factoid that I looked up not too long ago, and it was telling me about it. But yeah, over 100 years, 122 years of FIFA. Man, I don't even know if Zombie Force has been around that long. You know, might have to go get Bear Truth. Might have to get Bear Truth on the horn. I think he might be the only one left in the community that was around back in 1904. Nice. Swimming and cycling. Yeah, it's interesting how some schools have different sports. I guess regional sports or things that's, a little bit different. I went to school out in the country. We definitely didn't have any swimming classes. Only swimming classes we had was on the weekend down at the river or the swimming hole. Shit, really no lessons, really. You just kind of figured out how to float, just float it out. Yeah, we love the beautiful people and we love the beautiful culture, but please do not send the mosquitoes with the malaria. We don't want any malaria. We don't want any mosquitoes. Um, you know, we got enough over here. We got our own mutated ones. Yeah, I said, man, them hummingbirds is really tearing that feeder up. I walked outside. It's just a flock of mosquitoes. They're getting bigger by the day. Didn't see them for months. Now it just seems like every day they're just, I don't know. Oh, I love it. I like this spelled better that way than the way we spell mosquitoes. I like mosquito. I like that better. Sounds more threatening. Yeah. Some people, yeah. Some people just in high school they just did high school. Sometimes that is enough for sure. Somebody get Jeff on the horn. Let's get Jeff in here. Where's he at? Somebody send him a somebody send him a fax. Let's get Jeff in here to confirm what was actually going on in 1904. Can't miss it. You can't miss it. They definitely ain't gonna miss you. That's for sure. They're gonna get you every time. Hmm. Interesting. Fascinating stuff. What you gonna get? What is your snack? What is your snacktology of choice? Shoot, I got plenty of snacks, fruit, and all that type of stuff, but I think I ate about half of my body weight in tacos. Still recovering, still recuperating. Mesquite, mesquite. Interesting. I probably butchered the pronunciation, but looks like it's mesquite. Mesquite. I think I confused myself. I think I'm gonna just still call them mosquitoes. That and then all the June bugs waking up and coming out the ground. Man, these things have been coming out in hordes. I don't know if you have them in y'all's area, but in the last couple of weeks around here, man, all the June bugs been coming up out of the ground. Man, I mean, it's usually a thing if you live in the area, you kind of see it whenever they start waking up and coming out. But I don't know. I guess they had to make up for last year. There was some that just kind of slept through last year, and they just now decided to come up. There you go. Man, I couldn't tell you the last time I had popcorn. Probably the last time I went to the movie theater, and I don't even remember when that was. That might have been whenever. Uh, it's been years ago now. It might have been when they did the remake of the Superman, and they had Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill played Superman in that first one he did. I think that might have been the last movie that I went and saw that I could think of. And heck, whenever that came out, that's probably like a decade ago. Oh, we know and identify Texas as the Australia of America. Mhm. I used to didn't say these things. Most of the time, it was just other people, but I think I'm coming around. I'm slowly starting to accept it and acknowledge it. Oh yeah, no doubt, man. That's like we had to go set this temporary power pole today, and pretty much what the name says. It's just a not a full size like power company power pole, but just a temporary pole we put in the ground. It's got a meter. It's got outlets on it, and they hook that up. Power company hooks that up, and it gives the different trades service outlets to use. While they're on the job site, um, saws, charge your batteries, whatever it may be. Um, but yeah, we got this big auger. It's got a what is it? It's got an 8-inch auger on it, which pretty much is we're never gonna set anything bigger than that. But it makes sure we got plenty of space. But man, I crunked that thing up, and man, I had a hold of it. And man, that thing wasn't hardly doing nothing. I'm thinking, man, dude, it felt like I was trying to bore my way through concrete. So I said, man, there ain't no way if the auger is getting bogged down, there's nothing that I could do with a pair of post hole diggers or a shovel. I had to get through that first layer. So I'm looking around, and I see this one little patch of sand, and I said, damn, that might be my sweet spot. It was like, I don't know, like about 3 foot over. I crunked the auger back up, boom. Oh man, it just started chewing through the ground. I said, heck yeah, I found my sweet spot. Man, next thing I know, man, I'm like, where the heck is all these flying ants coming from? Now I see why it was a sweet spot and why it was a soft spot. I guess the ants had to went in there and cleared it out. I think I wrecked and disturbed about half an ant colony. Man, them jokers started shooting out from every orifice that wasn't blocked off, and it was coming out like the flying monkeys. You know what I mean? I didn't know what to do. I said, well, and this whole plot of room, and you only get so much space to set the power pole. It's got to be near a transformer. It's got to be where they can get access to it. So it's not like you got the whole yard or the whole property to pick from. You only got a small window. Yeah, with just the lack of rain and the drought, man, that top layer of soil on that property, man, that was some tough stuff. Imagine once you got down about a foot, it started loosening up. But yeah, it was like concrete. I don't know. It was like those little. It was like ants, but it was also like those. I don't know what you call them, like those little flying ants. I don't know, but yeah, there was like regular ants, and then it was like a mixture of them. So I don't know. Huh? You could be. You could be on the other end of the spectrum. We definitely got them here. Damon Austin, good to see you. I hope all is well. All good here. Thank God it's Friday. Okay. I must be missing somebody. Okay, there we go. Karen Thompson, good to see you. Dollar Tree has big bags of butter popcorn for $1.25. Get it while it's hot. Get it while it's hot. Popcorn here, popcorn. Get your bag of popcorn here. Shh. There you go. Could be. That could be what it was. I think I just ran up in the. I found the entire pocket of Bugs Life. I guess all the bugs had found that soft spot. But yeah, I hated to disturb them. But yeah, it was the only place that pole was gonna go. Not unless we got a week straight worth of rain and broke up that entire top layer. Kim, always good to see you. I hope all is well in the land down under. Oh yeah. They can get you, but them red ones got a little something extra. You know what I mean? They got a little something extra in them jaws. Oh, they're gonna have fun getting in that one. It's a 20 foot. Uh, it's basically the same thing as like your mainline power poles, but it's just 20 foot. But it's got all that chemicals and stuff in it. But heck, that don't stop them. They'll still get in there because I know like I don't know how often they do it, but I remember last year in the midst of still the hurricane cleanup, they had the I guess why they had the power crews and everything. They were going around and the poles that were still in good shape, but they were older poles. They were going around digging like so many feet back around the base, digging so many feet down, and we're like putting this some type of membrane or something like that. And I didn't ask the guys what they were doing because they were doing it everywhere. But I figured maybe it was some type of protectant or some type of membrane. I don't know for the weather, the elements, maybe the termites. I don't know. But yeah, man, they were doing that. They were doing that all over the city. Let's see here. Well, I could be better. I could be worse, but overall, it's a beautiful day. If I was any more peachy, you'd have to call me Mr. Cobbler. I've got some rants, but I'll let them just lie right now. I don't want to lay it on too hot and heavy. Oh, no doubt. I hadn't had popcorn in years, but yeah, if I did, yeah, can't beat the homemade. Until you burn it. Unless you're the popcorn burner, then that is a smell that will completely neutralize your entire medulla oblongata. You smell the smell of burnt popcorn. It neutralizes you. You're no longer hungry. You're no longer thirsty. You want to go to sleep, but you're wide awake. It's just too much going on at one time. You don't even want to watch the movie now. You just try to go to bed early. Don't even work. Miss Metal, good to see you. I hope all is well. There you go. Go take you a nap. Go take you a little nap. Get yourself together. More than likely, we shall be here. We'll be here. Interesting stuff. I did. I secured the weekly taco bag. Shoot, yeah, I got me a big old plate of tacos. Got me a plate of some Mexican beans and rice. Shoot, yeah, they hooked me up. I think old buddy always puts more on my tacos than he would normally put. And I ain't mad. I ain't complaining. I always finish it off, but yeah, I'm thinking, dang, he could have handed me another 5 tortillas, and I could have made 5 more out of this mound. He gives me like 10 tacos worth on 5. Can't beat it. Mm, that sounds good. I love strawberry. I got some. I cut up some strawberries and some blueberries. A little bit of raw sugar on them. A little honey. Got them stirred up and marinating in their own little juices. Later on, I'll make me some. I know it's not as good as homemade, but I get those little strawberry shortcake cups. The little angel food cups. That you make little mini strawberry shortcakes or whatever you want to make. I get those sometimes, and for the most part, you throw you on some fresh, good fruit on there. You can't really tell the difference. Definitely better homemade or another option, but they're pretty handy, pretty convenient. Oh damn, what's going on down there? Who we throwing eggs at? Oh yeah, it is like an it is like a flashbang to your senses. It's like a flashbang to your nose. It's probably for the best. You don't want to get popcorn lung. There you go. Hey, that sounds good too. Shoot, I can't think about a taco, a quesadilla, a qualadilla. Shoot. Yeah, I don't know. Those people are just weird. It's taco any day. Yeah, I still like them. I like them. Some people do. Uh, I don't really do it myself, but I know some people they'll get different fruits or whatever, and they'll put a little salt on them. I don't know. It's a thing. Some people definitely do it. Or yeah, whatever. I, mean, I guess it'll give it a little twang. I don't know. Give you a little. If it's good salt, I mean, give you a little electrolyte boost or whatever it may be. But no, just like the raw watermelon, you know. Unless I cut it up and throw it in the juicer, then you ain't even got to deal with the hassle of chewing it. You know, you just got all the pleasures of the watermelon just in a fresh juice. Hmm. Pumpkin pie with black pepper. Hmm. I've seen people with different recipes where they'll make something like that and they'll put like a I don't know, a smidge of black pepper or like a smidge of like cayenne pepper or something like that to kind of give it a little uh I don't know, a little offset to the sweet maybe, I don't know. Oh, no doubt. We all got our tastes and our flavors, you know. Everybody's got different tastes. It's interesting how it is. I don't know if it's just, I guess it's just a combination of things, you know, things we grew up with, things we're just like accustomed to, you know. Everybody's mom made some a different way, whatever it might have been. Everybody had a different technique. But either you loved it and ate it or you just didn't like it or didn't eat it at all, whatever it may have been. But oh, I must have missed something. All right, yeah, I definitely missed something. Not on frozen grapes with white cheddar cheese. Hmm, I don't know. I mean, I could see the variety, you know, like a hell, they sell those packs at the stores, you know, like the fruit cheese and nut cups or the little packs or whatever, whatever it may be. Make a charcuterie board, you know, throw some fruit, some cheese down. It's almost like wine and cheese without the alcohol, you know. You just kind of trick yourself. It's like a little Cabernet without the Olay. Ole, 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 ole. Sounds too exotic. A little too exotic, you know. I am a conveyor and a connoisseur of the exotic, but I don't know. It'll either perk you up or put you under. I don't know. One of the two. That's the only true like dislike. You know, I don't really mind the hot weather for the most part. I grew up and I'm used to it, but it's just like once the sun goes down, it's like if it just you get that burst, it just warms up for a minute and just kind of lingers for a little while. You know, it's the only setback. Yeah, I know there's a one of them food trucks they set up sometimes. They don't really sell like food, but they sell like snack stuff that they make. And it's one of the things the lady sells is I ain't never tried them, but they seem to be pretty popular. People like them. She sells like candied grapes and like candied fruits. She'll take like the fruit or the grapes and dip them in like a I don't know some type of like sugary thing. I don't know if they have like a flavor or whatever it may be. It may be just plain sugar, and it puts a little coating on it. I never tried it. I don't really know about that type of crunch with the fruit. It may be a good combination, but I don't know. People like it though. They buy the heck out of them candied grapes. Candied grapes. She does the candied pineapples, all type of stuff. Candied dried sweet potatoes. That might be good. I do love sweet potatoes. I tell you what I love. I get them bags of them sweet plantain chips. Oh man, I love plantains. I like to cook them, or I get one of those big bags from the Hispanic market. I don't know. There's probably a better variety, a better brand, but it seems like you can only find it in them type of stores. You can't really. I don't know if they even got an option at like Wally World or any of those type of stores. Oh yeah, butternut squash. Yeah, that's not really something we had like as a kid. We grew like different squashes and stuff, but once I tried it as an adult, I'm like, yeah, shoot, didn't know what I was missing. Didn't know what I was missing out on. Green olives stuffed with blue cheese, the big olives. Yeah, we got a hang on, my own blank. We got a. I'm guessing it's a chain. I don't know how many stores there are, how far they're located, but we got this grocery store here called Fresh Take, and it's a lot of fresh stuff. They got like restaurants and or like stuff in there. You can go and order you fresh stuff to eat. Good burgers, all type of stuff. Barbecue. They got a smoker out back where they're just cooking barbecue and stuff on the side. But yeah, they got a whole deli section. I mean, they got some nice stuff in there. But yeah, they got a whole section of just cheeses and olives and all different type of stuff. People come in there and buy it by the gallon. I said, man, let me get a gallon of those olives. Gotta have them. Best olives ever. Hey, you could trade it off, barter it. Got a bushel of olives, you'll gladly trade for something. There's some yeah, you can make your own olive oil, no doubt, depending on how many you get or how much the tree produces. I guess different varieties depend. But I guess maybe with the type of climate it would definitely do well. Do well in Australia, I would think. I've had candied cantaloupe. Now that sounds interesting. I've never heard that. Candied cantaloupe. I guess maybe that would be the same thing like the candied grapes or whatever it may be. I do enjoy a good cantaloupe. If you can find one, guess I'm gonna have to start growing my own cantaloupes. Yeah, that gets kind of sketchy. You never really want to eat a fruit that's named after a person. See what I'm saying? If it's got a human name in it, you probably don't want to eat that fruit. See? Even Miss Metal, she's eating frozen grapes and white cheddar cheese, and she's even questioning the jackfruit. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff. I ain't had that in a while. And it may sound weird to somebody who hadn't had it, but like, yeah, candied or like pickled watermelon run, it's definitely something else. I think that was like one of the first things of like pickling or like fermenting. One of the things that I read somewhere that they experimented with and did it. And now, some people still do it, but I guess it's a lot common compared to a lot of other things. But yeah, if you know, you know. If you don't know, you better Google it. If you don't know, you better ask somebody. Ow. And The Rock says it's yummy pickled. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, you got that. Yeah. You got the true mafioso. You got the true Sicilian olive. Uh, you ain't getting that from the Olive Garden. You got to go straight to the Garden of the Olives. I don't know if that's a compliment. We'll take it as a compliment. You know, when people say those type of things around here, we take it. We love it. We encourage it. We want more of it. What a mouth. What a mouth on that schmuck. Special K, good to see you. I hope all is well. We made it to Friday for whatever it's worth, TGIF. What a mouth on that guy, huh? All the better to talk to you, my dear. All the better to communicate. Hmm. Well, I guess on a bright note, on the up and up, it seemed like the gas came down a little bit. I think it came down like I don't know, it seemed like about maybe 15 cents in the last couple of days. You know, still well above $3, but I'm like, well, somewhat of a relief, you know. Save enough 15 cents between now and 4th of July, we can all can afford to get an extra pack of hot dogs, you know. We all save 7 cents. We can get an extra hot dog on the 4th. It's been like that with I don't know. I mean, the things are always going up, fluctuating, whatever. But within the last month, that's kind of tracking the up and down, like the stock market of states' gas prices. You know, tracking different areas been going up. Some people's it's kind of been well up for a while. You know, $3 or $4 ain't nothing when they've been paying 5, 6, 7, $8 a gallon, wherever it may be. It's ridiculous. Um, but yeah, gas here is still well over $3, no doubt. Stay away from the hot dog, even the cold dog. You know, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Oh yeah, yeah. I've had there's a different Hispanic place I like to go to sometimes, and they have that on their menu. Man, it's some good stuff. Man, it's probably better, but yeah, they definitely got a good product. A few different fried pork bellies or different things I've tried. They definitely got a good product. You know, when in doubt, just be like Nike. Just do it. You know what I mean? Just do it. 550, 580, 459, 316. Hmm. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These prices are all over the place, you know. From 316 all the way up to $5 and $6 and something. Ain't no telling. I don't know what the national average is. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. A million and one plus recipes for everything. You gotta love it. It is, you know. To be kind about it and to be civil about it, or just because of a lack of a better word, it is just pure out ridiculousness. It's like the TV show, ridiculousness. 369, 379. Mm. Yeah, ours is somewhere around in there. Maybe around, I don't know, 350 something, 360 something. I think that's about what I saw it today. I didn't have to get any gas. I already went and handled that already within the last couple of days. But I said, damn, I think when I went and filled up everything Wednesday, and then Thursday it went down some, and then today it went down. It noticed it went down a little bit, and I said, well, hell. At this point, them few little pennies ain't gonna make and break me personally, you know. Um, Limbs to limbs, good to see you, sir. I hope all is well. TGIF, happy Friday to you. There you go. Mm. Sam's chocolate muffins are amazing. Mm. Might need to go check out the old Sam's. I usually go in there about once a month. Go in there once a month. I don't get like a lot of different things. I go in there and get like all my bulk stuff, you know, that I'm gonna constantly use and really never change up. But I always get a few different snack things or food things I may see in there, you know. They always got something going on. I think that might be like one of the few places that you'll go to and they still got like a lady in there or somebody in there giving out a free sample or something, you know, whatever it may be. I probably won't even acknowledge or take the free sample, but you know, they still got it going on. And then they got these little kiosks. The Sam's here, they got these little kiosks set up through the store, and you go through there and you scan your Sam's card. They always give you a little free sample or something, you know, soap, snack, or something. Always something random, you know. More times than not, for me, it's probably something that I would have never bought, you know. Sometimes I'll get the free sample just to give it a shot. Sam's Club, 16-inch 4 meat for $8 cooked, best deal in town. There you go. Yeah, get you a $8 pizza. Yeah, no doubt. I like a good pizza. I don't know. There's a few places around here that I'll entertain for pizza. I enjoy it. I know it may not be the best compared to some places, but yeah, I do enjoy a good pizza from time to time. Or heck, if nothing else, I just make one myself. Especially this time of the year when everything's kind of in the garden. You know, you got the tomatoes, you got the peppers. If you do onions or whatever else you may got in the garden, fresh herbs, fresh basil. Um, Shoot, you, it don't take much. You know, throw you some sausage, throw you some pepperoni on there, whatever you want. I got you. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I definitely get it. That was like one time we was doing this job at this gas station, and it was normally I probably would never bought it, but I think they sold the Hunt Brothers Pizza there, and we had wrapped up the job, and the dude paid us, and he had just made some pizzas and bringing them out the oven. He said, "Man, he said, I'm gonna hook y'all with a pizza." He said, "Y'all like pepperoni pizza?" And my coworker, oh man, he loves that type of stuff. You know, his mouth started watering at just the thought of getting a slice. But he gave us a pizza, and I think I might have ate two pieces out of it, and told my coworker just to take the rest. But It wasn't bad, you know. I guess definitely at that moment I was pretty hungry. It definitely hit the spot. It was hot, you know. But yeah, I think yeah. I know at that gas station, man, they sell a lot of them pizzas there. I was surprised. I guess never really going in them spots and then doing work in there, you just directly see the foot traffic and the volume of people that come in these different stores. But yeah, I ain't no telling how many pizzas dude sold while we was in there working. Sweet. Just had my channel's first unboxing today. Huh. I don't think I've ever done an unboxing video. Who knows? Maybe I need to do one. Maybe things need to be unboxed and I didn't even know about it. Oh, sweet. A shark skin leather wallet. There you go. That's your status. That's your MO. I know you like to collect and different shark's teeth and things like that. So heck yeah. Get you a shark skin wallet. You had to get you a little hat. You had to get you a hat like Crocodile Dundee, but instead of having the alligator teeth around it, you'll just have the shark's teeth around it, you know? It must be done. I'm gonna have to do an unboxing. People love to see boxes that get open. They love to see what's inside, you know. I may just do an unboxing of just it'll be like one big box, and each time I open it, it'll just continue down to it's like one tiny box, you know. And it'll just be like a Q-tip in the smallest box, you know. It'll be the suspense, the build up, you know. By the end, you wish you wouldn't have stayed, but with each box, you just can't turn away. You got to know what's inside the box. Yeah, I didn't really think about it at the time. I've had a few different people send me different things, you know. Um, I got a pretty decent, uh, I don't know, I collect different things, you know, but I've had a few different people send me different things. But I guess the next one I get will have to be the unboxing. We're getting there. I don't know what the current sub count is now. I know it changes, you know. You gain one, you lose four. You gain two, you lose three. It's a weird algorithmic game they play. Uh, I don't know what the current counter is, but it's gonna happen. It'll eventually happen. It's inevitable, you know. It is inevitable. No doubt. If you send me some shark teeth, I'll definitely make a video about it. No doubt. Gotcha. 40% increase. Yeah, that's always nice, you know. It's pretty close to 50%. We'll take a good 50%. Mm, uh-oh. That may be the activation code we were looking for, ladies and gentlemen. 939. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, channels that have like different tags or different collaborations or whatever. I think like even each time when I put up a short or something, it gives me that little cue. Like, do I want to collaborate or do I want to mention something like that? Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, it definitely links the two channels communities together because there's, you know, people that know both channels, but ultimately there's most channels they have their core group of audience. You know that they venture to other channels, but they mainly know that one for sure. You got to catch him, Cheryl. He puts out a lot of videos. You got to catch it while it's hot. You got to catch it while it's hot. There you go. Congratulations. Keep putting in the work. You know, you put in the work. You have a positive mindset. That definitely sets you in a better position for a better outcome. You know, no doubt. Mm-mm. Oh, they love to do that. Yeah, that's kind of like their routine, Karen. In my mind, I pretty much got it set to like something's going to get released, something's going to get redacted, something's going to get reevaluated, usually on a Friday, especially during the midterm year. You know, yeah, they like to drop those little nuggets on a Friday and just let them stew and brew over the whole weekend. You know, like watch out, everybody! Here comes an information. You know, hit you with that information smoke bomb. And they're out of there like Batman, you know, you're just left with all the clues and the riddles like the Riddler. No, I don't think nobody here owes me anything personally, you know. People want to be here, they'll be here. If they don't, they don't, you know. I don't want anyone to ever feel like they owe me anything, you know. If, if somebody has an intention or whatever it may be, you know, but nah, ultimately nobody owes me anything. Just the communication and the communion or whatever it may be, that's enough for me. I'm a simple man, you know. I love a lot of different things, but ultimately, I'm a simple man. Got to get your playlist created. Got to put out a playlist. Oh, no doubt. I don't never mind shouting somebody out. You know what I mean? Watch out, y'all. Bonnie's creating playlists. It's getting real. I ain't. I ain't put out any videos or shorts in a few days. I got some stuff recorded. I just ain't never put it out. I might put out a few new ones tomorrow. If I go down to the market tomorrow, I might capture some, especially with the live music. I can sit out there and no matter who it is, usually whoever it is, it's a usually a song or a melody or something, you know, pretty good setting, pretty good vibes. Have you ever watched Joe Coy, the comedian? He did a great show in LA, funniest one so far. Life is too short, now laugh when you can. Not sure if I'm familiar with the comedian, but I'll definitely try to remember that and look it up. Joe Coy. Joe Coy, the comedian. Good name. Can't be coy with a name like that. There you go. That's what it's all about, man. You know what I mean? There's enough. The pie is big enough, you know, everybody can get a decent slice, you know, whatever it may be. Oh yeah, yeah, Jim Brewer, yeah. He's been around for a while. He always kind of got like that rap, like the movies and stuff he did in Hollywood is like an idiot or a goofball, you know, he kind of played those roles, but yeah, it's definitely he's interesting for sure. No doubt. I think that's kind of what makes like good comedy. You know, you just the general understanding of maybe what's happening, what's around you. You know, uh, you definitely don't have to like dwell on like politics or religion. You know, in comedy, you can still be funny without it. But you know, just knowing and being aware of the general topics, you know, things that's happening. You know, definitely adds another layer to it. Interesting. A Filipino Masonic T-shirt from the Philippines. Interesting. Yeah, no doubt. Shout out Jim Brewer. You know, we got to get Jim Brewer on the broadcast. Masonic T-shirt. Yeah, down, especially like being in the South. I can't speak for all states or all parts of the country, but I know definitely in many parts of the South, you may ride through these little small hole in the wall towns, and there might not be nothing but just a post office, a dollar store, and a Masonic lodge. You know, you're probably going to see one of those three things if you don't see nothing else. I think I'm familiar with the name. I can't remember Henry Cho. Pretty sure I've seen him at some point. I can't really put a face with a name, but yeah. It's a lot 339 Tarlock. Okay. Interesting. There you go. 420. Huh. Yeah, and a church. And sometimes the churches and the Masonic lodges kind of doubled as the same thing, you know, in some places. Charleston, South Carolina, yeah. I've been down there around that building. Savannah also has a pretty old building like that. Same here in Augusta. There's a lot of smaller ones, but yeah, there's a handful of them older ones that's just been there for years. Let's see. I think I done rambled about nothingness long enough. See if anybody wants to come up and talk about it for a few minutes. Oh yeah, I've got a. I'm not the most knowledgeable, but yeah, I have a lot of different associates. Call them associates. Associates in different things, you know. Did you know a lot of willow trees are used to call them spaghetti trees? Hmm. I could see that. I could see that. We have willow trees seem to grow pretty well here in my area. I know I planted one out at my mom's place last year. Went down to the what was it? I don't remember if it was an Earth Day event they had or an Arbor Day event, but they had some event downtown. And you walk through, and they had this group that's called the Savannah River Keepers. They had a booth set up, and they were offering free trees, and I forget what the other tree was, but I ended up getting the willow tree and took it, planted it out at my mom's place, out at the back of her property. She's got like this stream and this creek that flows through. So I figured it would do pretty well there, and it has. It's taken on real good. It's kind of just like it was just meant to be there. Oh yeah, those and like it's just certain trees like that. Magnolia trees. You know, I don't know if y'all have magnolia trees in your area, but that's a those magnolia trees, dogwood trees. There's a couple other ones. Yeah, you just gotta have them. If you can have them, you gotta have them. No doubt. Oh yeah, all over the South. I think in what is it? I think Mississippi. I think Mississippi has got the title of the Magnolia State. I could be wrong. I think it's Mississippi, but yeah, they're all through the South. All the magnolia trees here in my area, they've been in bloom for about the last month. They're still in bloom. Big old uh, white off white, silky looking blooms. That is true. That was well, my grandparents are passed away, but the property is still in the family. And out there at my grandma's house, all the way down the driveway is lined with dogwood trees on both sides. And that was one of her favorite trees, and she had them all planted there years ago when they first developed the property. When they moved down here, I think in 1965. But yeah, the dogwood tree, it definitely has some history, has some lore to it. If anybody's familiar, if anyone's ever seen it, uh, when it's in bloom, the petals are like all white, which is supposed to like symbolize the purity. And then in the center, you have like this golden crown with the reddish tint. You know, that's supposed to symbolize the crown, and it looks like a cross. And it's interesting. I don't know about in different areas, but it's usually around the same time that our dogwood trees all start blooming here. It's usually around Easter time. You know, I know Easter changes the time as far as when they celebrate it, but usually it's within that window. It usually lines up kind of about that time when spring starts. Oh, no doubt. If anybody knows trees, you know trees. You are the certified tree climbing expert of the South Carolina. Yeah, hit the thumbs up. What are you doing? What are you waiting for? You know, that's about the only free interaction you get besides texting away or just being a watcher, waiter, lurker, non participator. You know, do the thing. But yeah, there's tons of dogwood trees in the area. All those different things start blooming. It's definitely spring, or especially the azaleas. When all the azalea bushes and stuff start blooming, oh yeah, it's officially spring. I know some of maybe the northern states, they don't really have much of a spring. They just kind of have a lingering winter and just get right into it. Happens to the best of us. There you go. I appreciate that. I don't know how that works with StreamYard. I hadn't experimented a whole lot with it, just the basics, you know, of uh, but I don't know how that works. When you go through StreamYard, can you go? I know it gives you different options of where you want to send your broadcast. And of course, I always select YouTube, but I don't know if it's where you can click multiple outlets, you know, like if I wanted to go uh, through I don't know, Facebook, YouTube, and something else, would it all be simultaneously? You know, if I clicked it to go live, it would just automatically go live there, or I don't know. I forget how that works. Yeah, I reached all the. It was sometime maybe, I think maybe mid-April. maybe mid-April, they gave me like the notification that I had got all my watch hours and whatever accreditations and certifications I need if I ever wanted to become a YouTube partner. Um, but yeah, they sent me the whole email and all the spiel about, yeah, I did the thing, I accomplished the thing. You know, if I wanted to partner up with them, just let them know. They're here for me. Who said pie? Maybe I did say pie. I don't know. Well, you should be coming up on it close. You know, I know you've been putting out a lot of content. You do lives with different things. You know, you do your morning breakfast videos, weather reports, different things like that. That all adds up for sure. Uh, Heck, I just started. I would do like random lives every now and then, but never like a live panel verse option like this. I just started doing this maybe like February, maybe like mid February. I started doing live panels. Before that, it was just shorts, bunch of random shorts, you know. And then for the I guess the fact, you know, most of the lives I do are more than more than a couple hours, you know, things like that add up. But yeah, it's coming. It's coming. You'll be there before you know it. Yeah, they got it all down to a science. I don't even fully understand it myself. I know when I started doing the lives, it didn't take long. Like each live, it was like uh, I don't know. Each live was like 3 to 500 view hours. It seemed like so. It only took a couple lives to get that. It didn't take very long. There you go. Let it be. Well, we're at almost an hour and a half into it, so I don't know. So maybe somebody got triggered. Maybe they felt some form of discomfort. I don't know. But for the remainder of the broadcast, if you feel any form of discomfort, displeasure, irritability, irregularity, meat sweats, cold sweats, any type of overwhelming or underwhelming sensation that you just can't quite describe, tonight's safe word is pie. There you go. Let it be so. I guess pie is still safe, you know. I guess you could talk about pie. I don't think you can talk about strudel. I don't think you can talk about strudel anymore on the live, but I think pie is still safe, you know. Anthony, good to see you, sir. I hope all is well in your neck of the woods. Different channels is like that, you know. For I guess for me, the watch hours went by super fast, but like the subs kind of go up and down, you know. Like you'll gain a few, you'll lose a few, whatever it may be, however it goes, you know. People unsubbing naturally, or the internet just unsubbing people. You know, I've went back to the channels and stuff that I know that I was sub to, and I wasn't for whatever reason. You know, so there's always some type of game that plays against you as you're playing the game for you. Oh yeah, this time of the year, yeah, no doubt. There you go. That's safe. Any type of pie except the cow pie. That is a safe rule of thumb. Oh yeah, no doubt. No day. Yeah, during the day, this time of the year, yeah, it's too hot. Get you a couple, get you a couple of videos in or something. Make you some shorts or some edits. But yeah, even in the shade, it's just too hot. That's what I might do, especially during the summer and stuff. Just I don't know. Might make some videos of just setting stuff up, installing certain things in the house once we get to that point. I don't know. Figure out something. Three Stooges. Well, right now all you get is one Stooge. You just get me. You know. If I had a pie right now, I don't know if I could throw it. It'd have to be a pretty bad pie or a person really eager to catch a pie to the face. You know. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, if you ain't really into that world or know somebody that did it or had that type of work done, I don't think most people would know how how that type of thing goes. You know, having to scale and remove the tree or whatever you got to do. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if I'm just going to do it the lazy way. You know, I'm going to do it the doing too much and not enough way. I don't feel like pinning it, so it's just this there. I dropped it. You just have to catch it if you catch it. If you don't, you don't. You know.
Your discretion is advised.
Well, this time tomorrow night, the Georgia Bulldogs and the Texas Longhorns should be wrapping up their first game. I think it's now that all the teams have made it to Omaha. I think it's and then it's crazy because every team that's there that made it to Omaha, except for two teams, is from the SEC. The only two teams that made it to Omaha that's not from the SEC are the Troy and North Carolina Tar Heels. All the other teams are from the SEC. Was it Georgia, Texas, Ole Miss, Alabama? It seems like there's one more. But yeah, I said, damn, what's the odds of that? But yeah, at this point, once everybody makes it to Omaha, it's double elimination. You can lose one, and then that first loss puts you in the losers bracket, and if you lose again, that's it. So as long as you keep winning, you're good. You know, you just got to worry about getting double dipped. Mm. Sorry to hear that, B. Yeah, I know. I know what you mean. That Hurricane Helena, man, it tore up some trees here. I hope don't nobody get another nothing like a Hurricane Helena. Man, that was rough. But I mean, I'm as prepared as I can be. You know, generators, whatever it may be for standby power if it gets bad. So I'm definitely not fearful or worried about myself for those type of situations. You know, I mean, I worry and think about other people. You know, but I think the people, a lot of people, it was. I guess it was kind of good to see some people open their eyes. They was like, man, you know, people started preparing a little bit more. There was definitely a surge. People wanted to get generators and stuff hooked up, which was good, you know, but that's just how it happens. Some people just don't identify or see that there could be a problem until there is a problem. You know, then they have to deal with it, identify it. You stay blessed and be safe out there. I always appreciate you checking in, tuning in. Definitely. Definitely go check it out after the broadcast, no doubt. Man, this month is just cooking on by like the temperature, man. We're almost halfway through it. Almost halfway through it. Heck, less than 2 weeks, it'll be my birthday. 2 weeks after that, it'll be the 4th. Man, I think I'm gonna just hibernate. I'm gonna go into a what do they call it? I'm gonna go into a cryogenically frozen status for a little while, so everything starts slowing down. I think I've seen others do it. Maybe. Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, Bushcraft's done quite a few of the unboxings and things like that. Yeah, he did that one unboxing of that little a little tool that you hook to your little gas tank, and the little pieces unfold, and it makes this little tripod that you can cook off of and set your pot on. I bought one of those things after I seen this video, and I haven't used it yet, but I mean, it's a pretty for the price. I mean, you can't beat it. Definitely a cool little gadget to have in the artillery. Take with you when you go camping. You might not use it, but it's good to have. Who knows? Could be me. Could be a combination. I know there was a big uproar earlier today. I don't think I experienced it myself, but hey, got on Facebook at some point this evening to go check on something, and everybody was freaking out. Every other post was people freaking out, saying, "Oh man, did y'all's Facebook shut down earlier?" Yeah, man, my Facebook shut down earlier. I couldn't get on Facebook. I didn't know what y'all was doing. And then even the news people, they was like, well, they had put this whole list of articles they posted, and every article was like, well, nobody can probably see this, but we're going to post it anyway. Ha ha ha. So I don't know. I don't know how far it affected or what it affected, but they reported that Facebook was having some issues today. A lot of issues. People couldn't log in, couldn't do different things. Like I said, I didn't expect. I don't know how far in the metaverse it went. Check, check, mic check. Yeah, there's definitely some lag in the night. My Wi-Fi just wants to do what it wants to do. Of course, my audio would cut out just at the time I was going into a song and dance number, Dang. Guess the masses just missed out on the song and dance number. Buckeye Bob, good to see you, sir. It was down in Ohio. Okay. It must have been across the oh yeah. B, if that's just now coming through, I don't know if it's me lagging or you, but yeah. Yeah, you may be a little bit behind. You might be about 15 minutes behind, B. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like across the board. I think people experienced it mainly through Facebook, but I think it was across the board on certain things. And then whatever it is now, whatever they go by, whether the metaverse or whatever they really call themselves, I don't know if it just affected Facebook or however many different companies or whatever they got under them. I don't know. It's an entire network. Oh, it's already been pondered. It's already been decided and declared. Pi is the safe word for this evening. It is. Just think about it. You don't have to debate on good pie. Either you want it or you don't. You'll take a slice to go or you'll have two sitting down. It's up to you. Shoot. Starting to think now I should have invested in a swimming pool. I got to find some better friends that's got a swimming pool. Man, especially with whatever they say is happening with the Super El Nino and I forgot they said some weird term on the news the other day about the upcoming hurricane storm and it was local and I'm like, what did that guy just say? I can't remember what term he said. It just sounded way out there. I can even forget what it was. And for those of you at home that don't know, it means it's going to be the big one, ladies and gentlemen, the big one. Oh, no doubt. We used to have a water park. We used to have an outdoor water park that had all those type of things. A whole section for the kids. It had the lazy river. It had the slides. It had the pools. The little tiny pools for like kids and babies. That was just I don't know, maybe a foot deep or whatever. And they had like the full size adult pools. I don't remember why they closed that down. I think they tore that down like in like the late '90s, maybe the early 2000s. I'm pretty sure they gave some ridiculous reason, whatever it might have been. I don't know. They keep threatening to build another one. They keep threatening to build a new water park. It's like every other year, they'll be like, all right, yeah, we got this location over here, seems to look good, and boom, it fades out. And then they come up with this whole nother location, boom. But with them spending, what was it? It was a crazy amount of money they're talking about spending here in the county or the city. Uh, they said it was the biggest. I forget how they worded it, but the biggest bill or the biggest infrastructure bill in Augusta's history. Hundreds of millions of dollars they're fixing to get ready to. Well, they've already started on the small scale on some areas. Um, I've noticed in some areas where they're coming through and they're putting in new roads, they're just double tapping it. They're double and triple tapping it. Instead of just repaving the road, they're coming in with the whole crew. They're tearing up the road. They're laying down and restructuring the new waterways. And yeah, they're hitting it with the trifecta. I'm like, man, where were y'all guys at when we had to fix all these potholes? You know what I mean? That'd have been nice. Now you got to restructure the entire water grid. Now you want to step it up and, you know, duplicitous scum. I tell you, that's all they are. Some know, I guess, because you have to have the intent for the mission, but some people, they just don't even know. They don't even know. They'll never know. Vicky, you so fine. Vicky, you blow my mind. Good to see you, Vicky. I hope all is well. Splash pads are pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. They got a thing like that downtown, a little fountain. Um, they don't have it going all year, of course, but like during this time of the year, through the summer, they have it. It's like uh, I don't know what you call it. It's like just like a little fountain that comes up out the ground. You've got like the main one that shoots up in the middle, and then the other ones there's like little. fountains or streams that shoot straight up out of the brick in different places around it. It's pretty cool. I don't know how long that's been a thing. It was a thing before I was born. Because they had family photos and stuff, pictures before me of people that was down there, and then we used to go down there sometimes. So ain't no telling how long that's been a thing. There you go. I've seen those random videos in my algorithms of people that do that. Don't get me wrong, it has crossed my mind. I have thought about it. You know, yeah. If you got company, if you got a date, just get you one of those bigger ones. Those little bigger round ones, a little 5-person. There's plenty of room. Hey, if as long as I have room to stretch out, if it's got enough room where my legs can stretch completely out, I'm okay with it. If I'm still cramped up, I don't know. But yeah, definitely having a pool of any sort, in ground or above ground, is definitely an investment, no doubt. Max Vision, good to see you, sir. Hope all is well. Hope all is well up there in Canada. It just depends. It just depends on how big the sitter is. It's classified as a 2-seater, but let's be honest. Some of us are built a little bit bigger than a seat. I'm one of them. I'm like I ain't a full 2-seater. I'm like a seater and a half. I'm like a 1.5-seater myself. And if nothing else, just for more or less the elbow room. You know, Guess you could say it. Yeah, I'm a true 2-seater. I can sit in the back seat in the middle and still have both my hands out the window. Like, what's up, bro? You got any Grey Poupon or no? That really freaks him out when you're just sitting in the middle with your head out the sunroof, waving out both windows. And what the heck does this guy got going on with his life? Who does he think he is? Elon Musk? Elon Muskie? Who do you think? He's the $1 trillion man? I think I seen an article about that. They said Elon Muskie is the $1 trillion man. So how about that? A trillionaire. I don't know. I wouldn't even want that title. I wouldn't even want the title. The world's richest man, whatever that means. Oh, not just yours, everybody's does. It's a collective effort. It's a collective effort. Beyond mine. I just like to say the thing. I just hope it rhymes. Every year, every year, it never fails. Like, pretty much like clockwork most times. Some years are more, some years are less. But every year we have this big, well, they do it 2 times a year. They do it like in the springtime, and then they do it in the fall. And then the one they do in the fall is like a fall winter garden show. But they have a spring garden show, home and garden show downtown, and they always have these people that's set up with the new jacuzzis, the new state of the art jacuzzis, saunas, all these different things for your home. And man, it never fails. Every time these cats come into town, these people they buy up the jacuzzis. Them couple weeks after, yeah, we usually, I don't know, never fails though. Seems like at least maybe 4 or 5. Yeah, people want to get it. They're like, yeah, we just had to have it. Got a good deal. This dude's got 50,000 different light combinations. He's got the underwater aquatic disco ball. You know what I mean? He's got full LED projection with holographic interface. It's got a mini fridge. It's got a microwave. It's got a built-in landline with Wi-Fi. On the back side, it's got an attachment where you can put a converter, and you can attach a crock pot or like a high-end toaster oven. It's got a wine cooler where you can keep your wine chilled. It's got a built-in application digital interface where you can directly order Uber Eats directly from the hot tub. Yeah, it's got it all. Comes complimentary with a industrial strength umbrella and a Swiss Army knife. We don't really know much about the Swiss, but allegedly at one time they could make a good knife and a good cheese. Chocolate? I don't know. Still up for debate. Yeah, but that's how it is, when they're selling stuff now. It's like, oh man, it's got all this type of stuff. And I'm like, that's nothing new. You're just naming all the stuff that should have already been on this item, Like, yeah, I'm gonna sell you this brand new truck, man. It's got windows, it's got tires, it's got a hood, it's got a steering wheel. I'm like, no shit. Those are things it's supposed to have. That's not perks, You're just calling off parts of the car. What are you gonna say? It doesn't have a motor? I'd hope so. Shh, these clowns, Let me be a used car salesman. I'm putting them in the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. Here you go. Sell it to you right now, dirt cheap. It's gotta go. Everything must go. Mother Freedom, good to see you. The only thing is missing is Rosie. But is she really missing? Allegedly, they got apps and stuff. You could order a Rosie. A Rosie or a pocket full of Posy. Either way, could be detrimental. Could be a direct threat to democracy. Like I seen this advertisement for like this AI robot the other day. And oh man, this robot was just doing all type of stuff, man. They had the boxing gloves on it. The robot was jump roping. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, comes the robotic dog, and the robotic dog is running with the people. And I went to their website, and yeah, that was pretty crazy. They got like 6 or 7 different like alleged AI robotics and dog things that you can get. It's crazy. Yeah, you can get the what was it? It's like 60 something thousand. You get the Primo AI bot that can do all of those things, and you get the Robo dog. I said, yeah, 60 something grand. Yeah, the Jetsons. I think the Jetsons took place. I think their time period was 19. No, not 19. The Jetsons, I think, took place in 2061 or 2062. So, I mean, realistically, we're not really that far off, I think it was in 62. Especially when you consider we're closer to 2050 than we are to 2000, Unfortunately, but fortunately. Yeah, you can have just a whole robotic family, You had the robot dog, just everything robotic. Why not, Yeah, and then as you say that, I think I just saw this video where like allegedly, I don't know, I didn't dig any deeper than just watching the video, but it was some news outlet, and they were showing where China, I guess they was somewhere in China, that's what they were pushing it as. We're having some type of unveiling or releasing of this one generation of like AI robot, and the robot was like dancing and doing different things coming down in between people. Then all of a sudden, the robot just like roundhouse kicks this little kid and like in his stomach. You know, he went full on Chuck Norris. The robot did. And I'm thinking, wow. You know, the kid folded back. I mean, I don't think the kid was like seriously hurt. I think it looked worse than maybe it was, but still, the fact of it just like malfunctioning and stuff, and the people being that close, I wouldn't want to be right up on it if this is the grand unveiling or the, you know, I'm standing back a good little. I'm not definitely not front row. No, no, shoot, no. Yeah, yeah, that robot, the AI robot, yeah. She looked like he roundhouse kicked the kid, you know. Whether it was intentional or an accident, I don't know. But still. Yeah. The growing pains are gonna suck, you know. It's gonna suck. You just gotta worry about, you know, going out shopping, going to Wally World, going to the grocery store. Now you gotta worry about getting roundhouse kicked. You got robots out here impersonating Chuck Norris, Walker, Texas Ranger. When you're shopping, look behind you, because that's where an AI bot will be. You know, you ain't gonna have no use for Paul Blart, the mall cop. You know, I don't even know what the new name will be. I don't know. I can't even think of a catchy one. That's just how far fetched and ridiculous it is. You know, sometimes you just can't even name it. Yeah, yeah. It did look like they put a little force to it. You know, I didn't do a follow up, but just in the report at that one news outlet it was. I don't know. It might have been. Uh, I don't know if it was a BB. What was it? The British Channel News. I seen the clip on, or it was NBC or whatever them. One of those channels. Really, no more open malls around you in Florida, huh? Hmm. Oh, well, I know in the moment, yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I laughed somewhat for just, I guess, the sheer stupidity. You know, I guess maybe I don't know. I mean, ultimately, it was bad. The robot kicked or whatever it did, but at the same time, why would so many people? It wasn't like it was like a wide open area. I mean, it was just like a just enough room for like something or somebody to walk down. You know, like a red carpet. They were just lined up. I don't know what they thought was going to happen. The thing came out of there like Bruce Lee, Bruce Leroy. But you know, in some instances, both things can be true. You know, it's that these type of things are integrating and could have the possibility to glitch out and harm children, but at the same time, you just have to do whatever it takes in your own spectrum, in your own family, in your own community to limit whatever it is you feel you need to limit. You know, shoot, no, don't get me wrong. I love my bulldogs. You know, guess at one time dogs were man's best friend, but no, I don't never see the need for me to get a robotic companion, humanoid, robotic, animal, robotic, whatever it may be. You know, I think at one time I was a kid, we had a lot of, we had pretty much every animal. We had every, we didn't have any sheep, we didn't have any horses, we didn't have any cows, but I think pretty much everything in between we had at some point: goats, hogs, chickens, guineas, uh, ducks, all type of stuff. But think I had the little. If anybody ever remembers, it was like in the maybe the '90s. The little digital pets, the Tamagotchis. You know, I think I had a Tamagotchi once, and shoot, that was about as far as I went. You know, I think that joker expired like the first day or something. Something bad happened. I think it ran away. I'm thinking like, damn, you know it's bad when the digital pet runs away. You know, batteries batteries fully charged. It was coming on, but yeah, my little Tamagotchi ran away. It's pretty dark stuff. Good question. Good question. Who's pressing the button?
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Yeah, you can't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. Somewhere in time. Good to see you. I hope all is well. Always good to see you checking in, tuning in. What man, I wish I'm gonna have to find that video again and repost it. But yeah, we still got one main mall here. And it's still functioning and holding on. And I don't go to it a whole lot. I go from time to time. To be honest, about the only time I go in there and actually purchase something is if I'm feeling like I want to get a new hat. Um, and they still got a couple stores in there that sell hats that have my size. So I do order some from time to time, but like a lot of things, it's just for me, my experience. I know it's better for me to go in person. You know, that way I know if it's going to fit. There have been some things that if I would have ordered it, it wouldn't have fit. I tried it on in person, it didn't fit. That saved everybody. You know, I think we saved about 5 trees in the commission of all the boxes and papers and dispersals that had to get shipped out. You know, we saved 5 dogwood trees in the process. But no, we do service calls. We do service calls to different businesses and uh, uh food court, restaurants or whatever you want to call them in the mall. It's like a few years ago we what's this place that came in? What's the name of it? It's called Farmer's Basket. It's this place that sells food in the food court called Farmer's Basket. And I can't remember what it was before them, but the place that had it before them, they left, and then the Farmer's Basket came in, and they pretty much gutted everything as far as, you know, walls and stuff. We had to change up a few outlets and stuff, but yeah, we did all their work, and they're still in business. But they sell different things like grilled vegetables, different things like that, chicken, whatever. About every time, if we do a service call in any of them places, you know, they'll hook us up with something. But yeah, the guy, man, I done told the story about the guy here locally, man. He drove through the whole mall, got into it with the police, thought this thing, thought his wife had then got kidnapped and was held hostage inside. I can't even remember. I don't even think the guy ended up being married. I don't know. I think he had just something happened. He had done got drunk and high out of his mind on some pills or something and was just freaking out. I don't know. But yeah, we still got the Augusta Mall. Um, I don't know where the closest one is. The closest one used to be in Aiken, South Carolina, but they tore down that mall. Now it's just like they completely restructured it. They tore it down and just made like a whole totally different shopping center. But it wasn't as big as the one we have here anyway. But I guess the next biggest one for me would be probably Statesboro. About an hour and a half south of me in Statesboro, Georgia. They got a pretty good sized mall. But Statesboro, it's similar to Augusta. It's mainly like a college town. That's where Georgia Southern University is. So it's college town. It's got all those different type of things that attracts. They got a good sized water park down there. But yeah, probably about an hour and a half. About what it takes to get down there, maybe. Oh yeah, no doubt. I enjoy it. Yeah, yeah, I enjoy it. Seeing it, you know, Kind of seeing it come together, you know, the before, the after. It's definitely rewarding. Okay, yeah, you familiar with it? Yeah, Farmer's Basket ain't too bad for mall food. Yeah, I'll say that about it. Um, once they got up and running and got everything going, shoot, they told us to come back and they hooked us up. Shoot, they hooked us up with plates for a minute. You know, I ain't gonna lie, I definitely took advantage of it. I was like, well, if you're gonna try the place, this would be the time to try it. You know, all the grills, all the walls, everything in here is brand new. It ain't even had time to get dirty yet. You know, everybody's new, everybody's fresh. If it's something that I think about trying it, yeah, I'll catch it within that little window. I think we done did electrical work for about all of them. The pretzel place, the juice place, Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, the Japanese place, the other Chinese place, the the one place where they sell the cheesesteaks, Charlie's cheesesteaks. We did work in there before. Shoot, they hooked us up. I remember one time we went to the Charlie's cheesesteaks, and they didn't even really. Well, we ended up doing some more work for them, but at the time, they really didn't have a major issue. All it was a GFI trip for whatever reason, and they didn't know where the other one was to reset it or something like that. And shit, they hooked me and my coworker up. They gave us a cheesesteak. It wasn't bad, you know. It wasn't the best cheesesteak I ever had, but for a free cheesesteak, it wasn't bad at all. What's Bonnie doing? She's trying to meet somebody. Nice, the Mall of Georgia. I've been down there one time as a kid. Shoot, that's been forever ago. Statesboro Blues, no doubt. And it's interesting because uh, this area would have been a lot different back in the day when they were looking to build Georgia Southern. They were looking to make Georgia Southern a thing. And the first area that they offered was just south of here of Augusta, and it would have completely restructured. And Augusta would have been probably who knows how much bigger it would have been at that point if they would have built Georgia Southern up near this way. But the powers that be at that time, they said no, they don't really see no need for another university right here, and it was mainly like farmland in that one area, so they said no. So ultimately, they chose Statesboro to build it. But yeah, that would have definitely been interesting if it would have went the other way. Who knows? It's probably a good thing they didn't do it. I think ultimately it was a good thing. You know, it worked out for everybody else. We got to keep those areas of farmland, and it helped build up Statesboro. Gave them something to do down there. They didn't have enough blues. Now they got the Statesboro Blues. Yeah, I did the lazy Friday shuffle. I didn't even pin it. I just kept dropping it momentarily, you know. Do it the lazy way. Well, it says America, the USA soccer team won their first World Cup match. They beat who they beat? Paraguay. They said it beat them 4-1. There you go. There's your news you can't use. Damn, the soccer team won, the Braves lost. What's going on here, man? Right. Well, you already know what that means. The Bulldogs, they definitely got a double dip tomorrow. Yep, the USA, they won their first match. They played out there in they played in Los Angeles. They beat Paraguay 4-0. 4-1, I'm sorry, 4-1. Atlanta's got some matches, World Cup matches. They don't start the matches in Atlanta, I think, till Monday. Um, not an Amish farmer market, but in my area there's a big Mennonite community or Mennonite families. And if you're not familiar with the Mennonites, I guess the best way to describe it is they would be, I guess, like the cousins to the Amish. Um, they still live by the land and stuff, but the Mennonites, they're more modern. You know, they do have vehicles, power, electricity, certain things, but they still, all of them in the area, they all do something: garden, crops, livestock, feed and seed. You know, they all still work the land like the Amish do. They all help each other out. They're all good people. But the Mennonites, they live a little bit more modern. But yeah, they've got a couple different markets around the area. All good stuff, you know, all locally sourced stuff. Um, Even if it's not something that may not be in our area at the time, you know, it may be coming from a different part of Georgia. But yeah, they got good stuff. They got a whole section. It's like a grocery store section where they got like fresh stuff, and then they've got like tons of meals that they put in the it's homemade stuff. They make it in the kitchens. They got these big huge kitchens in the back, and they make these different meals up and they freeze them. So you know, you bust it out, warm it up to whatever the directions is, and it's good stuff. You definitely can taste the quality. You definitely, you know, it's just like your grandma made a meal back in the day and you froze it and then heated it up, you know. It's just like that. It don't taste like the box that a lot of that stuff comes in. But yeah, they offer that different uh, frozen sides, frozen meals, things like that, fresh stuff, honey, cakes, pies, local meats. Um, they do they do have and sell stuff like Amish stuff from like up there in Pennsylvania and stuff. They have like official Amish products, chairs, all different type of things that they make. But yeah, it's pretty good stuff. And then one of my favorite local bakeries. Well, there's some good ones. It used to be the one of the best ones. Uh, Closed down was Smith's Bakery. Man, they had it. They had it going on. I don't know what ultimately happened with them. They had a good product, but they closed down years ago. But even before that, me personally, the best one besides Mama's House is Pineland Bakery. Pineland, Pineland Bakery, and it's a Mennonite owned bakery, and they sell everything from bear claws to cookies to red velvet donuts to red velvet cupcakes to homemade cheeses, uh, pound cakes. I mean, all type of stuff, and they make it all in house. When you go in there, it's this huge, big old counter, and you can see directly to the back. They got like this big glass wall, and it's just this huge kitchen back there, and you can just see everybody making up and doing different things in their section. Yeah, yeah, you'll hurt yourself just going in there smelling everything. It's like a flash bang of emotions and smells. You know, you just want to buy it all. Like Pokemon Go, I just got to catch everything they're selling. But yeah, if you never had a red velvet donut, I'm telling you, you can't eat a lot of them. You know what I mean? But they are just that good. You will appreciate the fact that you have had one. I promise you. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. All this stuff here, all the stuff at the Mennonite, it's packaged labels. You know, it lets you know exactly where locally it came from. You know, uh, it's good stuff. I'm glad that they got that option. Then we got the outdoor markets. Here in my county, they started the outdoor market, I don't know, years ago. And now it's good to see it. It's slowly been growing. Now other counties and different cities, they're starting to have like their own like Saturday markets and stuff, which is good, you know. Especially more people doing those type of things, having their own concoctions or creations. It definitely gives them an outlet to go to sell their product, you know. I'll definitely support it. If it's something I'm using, something I like. Dang, B, what the heck's going on in Florida? You know what I mean? Are you just telling us this stuff so nobody will move there? Dang, what am I going? How am I going to get my sweet fix if I come to Florida? You know what I mean? There's no bakeries. Uh, can't go to the mall and get a fresh fit. You know what's going on, Bunny?
Well, I'm going to one of those outdoor, um, I guess you call it a market. And it's good to see you. We're
Going
going
to the outdoor market tomorrow, you say?
yes.
Nice.
I'll see if it's worth doing a video on. I haven't been to this one. It's a friend of mine that she opened it a couple of months ago. And I know she does homemade breads and
Yeah,
eggs.
those Bell on the door bakeries. You know what I mean? You can't even find those no more, Bunny.
I know it. We have a lot of them going up, and I'm happy to see it because they're neighbors and I want to support them, and they're doing this stuff. She's got a whole flock of chickens.
Yeah, one of the best and one of the oldest ones we had, Smith's Bakery. They closed down some years back, but man, they had it going on. They had good. Their product was always consistent. And then like one of the radio stations or the news or it was the news station and the radio station. They had it partnered where like they do the birthday winnings. You could win a free cake from Smith's Bakery. Oh man, people would just go nuts if they won that free cake.
Yeah, there's a really good bakery. It's about 10 miles from me, and it's been generationally owned forever, as long as I can remember. And the apple fritters, everything they make pies,
Oh yeah.
all the pastries, all of it.
There's another one going downtown. Now they used to be owned by the Mennonites, but they're no longer owned by the Mennonites. For whatever reason, they sold it. They sold it to this couple. I don't know what branch of the military, but they were both in the military. But I think I don't know. I don't know whatever reason why they ended up buying it or whatever. But they still use their original recipes and everything that um, the little Dutch house had, that kept people coming in there for years. They still use the same recipes. And unfortunately, even if you got the same recipe, even you could have the recipe and I can have the same recipe and we both make it, but it don't mean it's going to turn out the same way. You know what I mean? There's different X factors, we may put a little bit more, a little bit of less of something, things cooked differently, it's just how it is. Don't mean that both products can be phenomenal, both can be edible, but they can be a little different, but
And
I've tried it a few times since they sold it. For the most part, it's still about the same thing.
yeah, I think this one's a Dutch bakery. Actually, when you said that, I was like, wait a minute. But it's true. I think it's the chemicals in our body too. If you touch it, most people wear gloves now, but
Yeah, don't be touching it.
well, the kids always wanted iced tea, sweet tea, and so when you're stirring it with the wooden spoon in a gallon jug, you could touch it, and
I
but
mean, a spoon is okay. You just don't want to ball. You just don't want to ball your hand up into a fist and stick your arm in there. That's just that's
no,
crap. Yeah.
I'm talking just a finger. Oops.
And,
But
if it's that hot, you just need to go cool off for a minute.
but they wouldn't drink anybody else's for the longest time.
Oh no. Oh no. I admit I was like that way as a kid. Certain things, just used to my mom making things, and she was always cook something and making it from scratch. And you see somebody else's and be like, I don't know, this kind of suspect. You have a few bad A few bad apples will spoil it for you, Bunny. You know what I mean? A
I
few bad
know.
egg sandwiches, a few bad potato salads, everything gets suspect after that.
True.
Start questioning them. This is
But
in the 1900s now. This is before Y2K.
well, and you know what messed that up is in the franchises used to you had to have a health card, and they don't do that anymore. And when I was working at Subway, that manager, she was so desperate she'd hire anybody. And this girl came in and she hired her on the spot. And I took her in the back and I said, "Now, did you notice her arms? I don't think this is a good look. And I don't know what it is that she's got, but you know, you might want to rethink this." So then she was trying to figure out what to do with her because she'd already hired her. But she had sores all over her arms, and no.
Oh yeah, yeah, I can imagine. Maybe
Yeah.
some type of service, but maybe definitely not food service.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think we stuck her. No, I don't know where. I don't know what she did with her. Maybe cleaning the front and the restrooms.
Yeah, I think that might have been. I don't remember the last time I had Subway. It's been years and years ago, but I think that might have been what turned me off. I might have just was like, all right, I'm gonna give Subway one more shot. And man, I walked in the Subway, and man, you would have thought that you was in a real inner city Subway. You know, it was total
Yes.
chaos in there. I didn't know who was working. I didn't know who was serving. I didn't know who the customers were. And as soon as I walk in there, everybody's hacking. Everybody's coughing up a storm. The workers, the people getting the subs. I'm like, nah, I ain't even finna walk into this hyperbolic chamber of whatever God knows what's brewing in this thing. And I think
Yeah.
that was my last attempt to go to the Subway. It was like
Well,
a real Subway experience, you know, without the ride.
that's good that that was your last time because working there, you kind of see things aren't quite what they're said to be.
Oh,
Just
no
saying.
doubt. Yeah, I said, the heck with the Subways. Man,
Yeah, I would never eat there again.
I started, man, you got the quarantine. I said, man, y'all got a quarantine. Man. I'm not even going to walk in there. I'm glad they started hacking before I got in there good, right in the middle of it. Oh, man. You know, I know coughing people cough, but man, I hate to just, you know, be in the
Yeah,
middle of the evening, man. Somebody just starts hacking all around you. You don't know where it's coming from. That ain't even got nothing to do with COVID. That's just been me, you know.
right. Why get sick if you don't need to?
Like, man, you know, somebody get this man some water over there. I don't know.
Yep.
Oh man.
I don't know. My daughter always wanted during the winter, they do soups and chicken and dumplings. She always wanted their chicken and dumplings. And I was like, no, I can make them at home.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I will say that Publix got a pretty good sub. I don't think I ever had a bad Publix sub.
I've never heard of Publix.
It's a grocery store. It's like uh I don't know what you would have to compare. You know what a Kroger? You know what Kroger is?
Yes.
It's kind of like a Kroger.
Okay. So it'd be like the
What?
HEB I was in today.
But yeah, Publix, they do make a good sub. There's especially like this time of the year. If I'm hungry and I don't want nothing real heavy, y'all go in there and get me a sub. And man, you got to catch it at the right time because if you go in there, man, them jokers is lined up trying to get that sub.
Yes.
I just do. I go on there and I go online and order me one online. That way, it'll go ahead and be in the process. But yeah,
True, Mary. Um, that's the way HEB is. You can go in and get a fresh not like HEB. HEB is huge. Well, yeah, HEB is huge. Well, if you go to HEB Plus, they gotta have the clothing and stuff sometimes.
Yeah.
But they have a deli where they make stuff. If you watch the video, the lady at the end, when I was getting all the sauces and olive oils, she was cooking shrimp scampi, and I was just, drooling. And she said, "Would you like some?" And I said, "I'd love some, but I'm allergic."
Dang.
Smells so good. But yeah, they had little tables set up all over the place with samples of everything you could think of. Sausage. You could go through and make a meal out of just the samples.
Yeah. I've never had a bad experience at Publix, you know. I've always had good customer service. People's always been pretty friendly.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
I like
good.
Publix.
Yeah.
That's about the only ones really I'll entertain. I'll go to Publix. I'll go to Kroger.
Mhm.
Sometimes I go to Aldi's. We do got Aldi's in the area. Sometimes I go in there for certain things, whatever I might see if I'm near there and whatever. But yeah, that's about it. I used
Yeah.
to go to KJ's, but shoot, man, KJ's, it ain't got too expensive. I don't know what happened to them. Everybody else is going up, but it seemed like KJ's prices were going up at an astonishing faster rate.
I never heard of KJ's either. Hmm.
I don't know how far they go out, but KJ's bought out like pretty much all the places around here that used to be IGA or like some of the Food Lions, or we had a grocery store chain called Bilo, Bilo. Uh,
Mhm.
they moved into a lot of their buildings. Um,
Huh.
but yeah, KJ's, I think is what they call it, KJ's Marketplace.
Yeah.
The best thing that they got to me personally is their deli, especially the one KJ's I like to go into. They got a really good breakfast. You go in there and get you a breakfast. You can get you a whole platter for hardly nothing. They got everything. They got salmon patties, sausages, eggs,
Oh,
bacon. They got all type of stuff. Biscuits and gravy, grits with cheese. They got all type of. They got a good breakfast and their lunch. You know, but
yeah.
the rest of the store, I don't even acknowledge it. Only time I go to KJ's is to get me some fried chicken or something.
Yeah. Well, we went in to order a birthday cake, and because they do a really good job on cakes. And then
No
I
doubt.
took a video of all the cakes. Of course, they had a Spurs cake. I zoomed in on the cheesecake for you.
Shit, that-
And then the pies, and then kind of just around that section that I was at, they have their own floral shop in there. But I bought 2 plants on the outside. And that's all I got.
Yeah, I went into the other day. I was on the other side of town, so I went into the Kroger. And that particular Kroger, it's like I forget what it's called, a Kroger Plus or a Kroger Max. They got
Mm,
everything that the regular Kroger got. Then it's got like a whole clothing department, a
yeah.
whole area set up. It's like you at the mall getting the woman getting her face done. There's like a whole beauty. It's like I don't know what it is. It's a whole beauty experience. But then they
Yeah.
got a Starbucks in there. They got other little restaurants you can get something to eat in there. They got
Uh,
the dude. They got the guy in there making up fresh stuff and packaging it up. Yeah, they got everything. What was the point I was fixing to make? Uh, I don't even remember. But yeah, the Kroger. It's the Kroger Plus. I was the reason I was fixing to bring that up. But anyway,
Kroger used to deliver way out, but
Yeah, that might be it. Kroger's signature, maybe.
They're one of the reasons. I think one of their employees were using people's credit cards because I started getting charges on mine, and when I called the bank to report it, she said I was the 8th person that had called within
Hmm.
just a couple of days, and so I quit using them. But the closest one would be, I guess, I don't know, it could either be San Antonio or Austin. Only the big cities have Kroger's.
We used to have more Krogers in the area. We had quite a few, but then they like closed some of them down, left some open, and then they started building like the Kroger signatures or whatever the bigger Krogers are.
Yeah. We have, um, closest thing says is H-E-B and Walmart.
Fred Meyer's. I don't know about Fred Meyer's. We have a few little places around here. It's like a dollar store, but it's called Fred's. I think we still have those. They're almost like a dollar store or like a Rose's or like a Maxway. I don't know if you ever have Maxways or almost kind of like maybe like a Ollie's or a Big Lots, just like a smaller scale.
Okay. Like a 5 and dime, maybe? No,
Oh, I don't even know.
they probably don't even have anything like that anymore. There's a couple of general stores. They're pretty good job.
Right, went into the AI algorithm. You're Borging. She's Borging out.
Uh-oh, really?
We're losing you. Think you're getting abducted again.
Oh, no. You can't hear me? Oh, I don't see it moving.
A little
What?
bit. Kind of went. Maybe it went away. I don't know.
That's weird. Anyway, when I go to the general stores, I'm gonna take video of inside of those because they're old-timey. Just think it'd
Yeah.
be good. Just it.
Then they started building more of those one stores called Five Below, where I think everything in there is like $5 or less, and they sell all type of random stuff, like stuff for kids, chargers, candies, all type of stuff. It's called Five Below. Man, they open up one of those things, people go nuts. Like they ain't never even been in a store before. Like, dang, this must have been your first time ever out in civilization. The Five Below opens up or a Bucky's, oh, they go crazy. They lose their
Yeah,
minds over those things.
I've only seen a Five Below in Austin, and goodness, closest Bucky's is like 2.5 hours away.
Okay, no, not everything is Five Below. There you go. Can't give
Yeah.
everything Five Below anymore. Just can't do it. That's about anywhere you go. About anything you do now, you got to throw about a $5 bill at it, even at the low end. If you go get like a couple items from the store, sometimes you figure maybe about a $5 bill, depending on each one. Now
Yes,
you try to go get just the stuff to make some sandwiches. Oh man, each one of them things is at least a $5 bill. You know,
that's Dollar General's prices are crazy now. And Home Depot, I'm never going back to Home Depot if I don't have to. I guess
definitely got to shop around. It definitely pays to shop around. For whatever the situation, if you have the option to, yeah, yeah, Home Depot, yeah, they're kind of suspect.
Their prices have gone crazy too. I mean, when I walk out with just a little bag and a outdoor mat, $100 gone.
Yeah, I went
That's
into Home Depot last week. I think they started putting out the Halloween decorations already.
oh my goodness. Not even
Oh,
4th of July yet.
no, shoot, no. They already done put that out. They put that out back in April. The way they figure it, I guess they figure they operate like 2 to 3 months ahead of schedule. You know, they keep it pushing. Yeah, they done started got the jack o' lanterns and all the trick or treat stuff out there. We
Uh,
ain't even officially hit summer yet. What are these
no.
clowns doing? They're that busy to do nothing. No, I'm just kidding. I joke. I joke. But it happens. It happens every time. Maybe you'll start seeing it about the second week in August. They already start to push it on you. You ain't even made it to Labor Day yet. Then it's
Yeah.
just they hit you with all three holidays at once. Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas. Boom, 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 boom.
Yep. No, the mat wasn't $100 B, but it's the it's like a rubber tire mat with the porcupine stuff sticking up on it. I mean, they're really good. They last forever. It was $20, but I mean, it was just metal clippers, the mat, batteries, and light bulbs, and that was it.
Yeah, I don't know when they did it, but yeah, the different Lowe's in my area, they got like a whole clothing aisle now. You can go in there and buy a whole outfit. I think they
Oh,
sell everything but the boots. Yeah, you go in there and get you a hat, a shirt, some underclothes, some pants, some socks. Yeah, you go in there and get you a whole outfit and go to work, Bonnie. You leave to go to work that day to go build a shed and you didn't have no clothes on and forgot it. Don't worry, you go to Lowe's and get you a whole outfit and a new tool pouch. Get the job done.
well,
Where
you go.
doers go, whatever their motto is. No, that's Home Depot. Where doers go to get things done. I forget what Lowe's motto is. They got forget what their jingle is.
I don't know. I haven't
They're
been
doing
at
too
Lowe's.
much.
We go to Tractor Supply to get my son his wedding shirts. They do have clothes for welding.
I'm not saying
And
it happened to me, but it happens to people. See what I'm saying? People's thinking about it. Those wheels and those brains are churning. You know what I mean? Okay, do it right for less. I mean, really think about that. Really think about that. Do it right for less. Come on now. Are y'all really sticking to that? What's less? Are y'all price matching? What's going on here?
yes.
At this point, I've done so much with so little. I feel like I can do pretty much anything with nothing. I think that's
hmm
the level that I've reached now. Whether you do it right for less or where doers get it done.
Hey, K9 man.
Oh yeah, I'm done with Big Lots. They went on this whole campaign. They went on a whole campaign. They was like, "Yep, what was it last year?" It's like, "Yep, we're closing. This is the end of Big Lots." So
hmm
I went in there and I was like, "Well, I'll see if I'll go in there." And I bought a couple things they had marked down, for whatever reason. And I was like, "Oh, well, that was the end of Big Lots." And then what was it? 2 weeks later, not even a whole month went by. I rode past it. I just rode past it. And I said, "Well, let me go see if they're doing any work to the Big Lots. Maybe they done got a sign out there coming soon." Man, I ride past there. Guess what it said? Coming soon. Big Lots is back. I said, look at these clowns. You know what I mean? They done told the whole thing they're shutting down. It's the end. That's the end of the Big Lots. And these jokers are trying to open back up. They're having a
mm
reopen. They had a re-grand opening. They done filled the whole store back up. They just opened. Like everybody just forgot they shut down and went bankrupt. I'm like, no, I'm done with those clowns.
yeah.
No, fake me. Yeah, they never left. They just sold everything they had and just got new product. They just, they just did an extended inventory shift, But yeah, they said they're closing, going out of business 2 weeks later. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. We're having a grand opening in less than a month. What's 101 doing down there? He's so romantic. What did I miss?
You know how he's always got a little joke to say.
I took my wife to the homeless shelter for dinner on our wedding night. It's best to keep expectations low so she wouldn't be disappointed. There you go. I can see that perspective, You don't want to set the bar too high too early. You know what I mean? I can see that.
Right.
That's like no judgment. I'm not judging you if this happens to you, but that's like people proposing to people at like major events, like a major sporting event. You just get on the kiss cam and now you're proposing. You just those type of things have to set the bar so high. When she said yes, there was 25,000 people screaming around her. It just it sounds cool. It may look cool, but yeah, they kind of set the bar too high, Bunny.
But what if she says no? Then
That's what I'm
all
saying.
witness.
Either way, it's set too high. Failure and expectation. Either way, the bar is still set high. High enough you'll hit your head on it.
Yeah. I don't
There's a
think
limit after all. I appreciate you. Mary always keeps me in check, There is a limit after all. Be careful. Don't overdo it.
I think if it's meant to be, it doesn't matter how you propose.
I mean, yeah, like in a perfect world or everything, but just in today's settings and today's societies, those type of things, And I'm not saying that's true for everybody. Not even saying that what I'm saying is a true thing. I'm just saying what I observe, what I think.
Yes. Yeah, it seems to be a thing with the younger. Those girls still believe in fairy tales.
I'm just saying I would not be the guy to do it. If you're looking for the wildlife to be that guy for that thing, there can be pleasures, but yeah, we're not getting proposed at a 50,000 people screaming around us. You know what I mean?
No.
Unless it's at my world premiere of my movie, and that's different. That's my world premiere, not theirs.
Yeah, but I don't see anything romantic about that.
I've still got zucchini galore.
Trevor One is not married.
Either way, just make some
Yeah.
bread. If people are still upset after you make some bread, then what are you doing in life? Maybe you just don't need to be baking the bread. Maybe it's you, not them. Maybe you're just a horrible bread maker.
Wasn't there a thing where they did that too? Like they would make something and put the ring in it?
Oh yeah, like a pastry or like a cookie or maybe like
Yes.
Yeah, good point. That's something else. Sounds cool. Yeah, you're just snacking on your favorite delight. Oh, a little ring, Yeah, till it goes wrong, till you don't know it's in there and you just chow down on it because it's the best cupcake you ever had. They're like, where's the ring? I don't know. Yeah, you got to let people know. One other person besides the person that put it in there needs to know. There's got to be a fail-safe person in case it all goes wrong. Yeah. Or mess it up and forget and then give the wrong person the ring. Now they're getting excited. They think their husband's proposing to them. They think it's a double proposal. Oh, man. Yeah, dude. It just really, dude wasn't even prepared for that moment in life. He just thought he was coming to get some barbecue and some cakes and celebrate. Now he's on the hook.
Or she's got a couple of front broken teeth.
There you go. Now she's got to get a whole new grill and she's still not getting proposed to. Now she's single and got to get a new grill. There's too much that could go wrong. You got to think about these type of things, people. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. I'm just throwing it out there, Oh, y'all love a good zucchini bread.
Yes. Carrot cake. I don't know why that
Hot,
just reminded
buttery zucchini bread. That's very specific, and I like it.
me.
I like it. Put that on a shirt. Hot, buttery zucchini bread for sale. No doubt. I love it. I love zucchini anyway. You know, make breads with it or keep it. You make it like stir fries and stuff with it. You can do all
Yes.
types of stuff. Fry it up. I've fried it before in like certain pasta dishes. You know, there's certain Italian dishes you can use it for. It's pretty versatile if you like it. You know, it's kind of one of them things. It kind of has somewhat of its own flavor, but it kind of takes on other things. You know.
Yes. Then you can use the peelings to make flowers. Flour.
There you go. I don't ever make it to that part. I eat the whole thing. Give it a good scrub down and chop it up.
There you go.
Or man, I don't remember where I was at. One time I had these. Somebody made some. It wasn't my mom, but somebody made like these zucchini fritters. Like they took the zucchini and like they kind of shredded it up, you know, kind of like you would cheese, and like
Yes.
made like a little. Man, them
Pa-
things were pretty good.
Yep.
Might have been a restaurant or something. I can't remember, but yeah, I just thought about it.
Zucchini cobbler. Okay, never had that.
She's just it's that time of the night, Bunny. It's after 12. She's, you know, I'm gonna have to fact check her on that one.
Banana
Can you
nut.
tell again how chat and the crowns helps feed the algorithm? And that was interesting information. Yeah. Well, from my limited understanding about it, there's people that know a lot more about it than I do. But from my understanding, for some time now, you've noticed the little whatever the little smiley faces and stuff you can do over there to whatever level that has some type of algorithmic input. And then just chatting, being in chat, you know, in chat it shows your top chatters, or you click on the little crown, and if you've made it to whatever level of chatdom, it shows you where you're ranked in the chat. And whenever the show ends for that night, wherever you ranked in that, it gives you these little YouTube, I guess, digital tokens, and they add up. Or like if you're on somebody's channel and you anything you interact with, if you do a super chat, that gives you so many tokens, or you buy memberships or anything like that, all of that type of stuff. I think even sharing, or I don't know what all levels of interaction, but definitely when you're chatting and it shows you like the one, two, three, um, you know, it shows the number. It shows like beside your name, it shows like 200 something or 150 or whatever you've accumulated. Once that show or that broadcast ends, those digital coins get added to it, and you do stuff like I guess you got to have it activated. I don't know how it works. I know when Indy went live again Monday, I was watching her channel and people was doing the little the live interactive emojis and stuff on there, or you can use them to like hype videos up. You know, you go to somebody's channel and I don't know. I don't know if my videos are selected to that. I don't know if you can hype my videos, but yeah, all that those tokens can be used to do those type of things now. They try to, I guess, trying to make it more like interactive, like how some other like platforms are like if you ever seen like people doing like Instagram live and stuff, how they have all like the different interactions and stuff.
Yeah. I just hit the heart. I thought I broke the heart, but then it came up, and so I just did a whole bunch of hearts. Just kept dee 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 dee, and then the 100%, I think, or something. And I did a whole bunch of those. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I've never had it, but I'd try it. You know, I'd give it a shot. It sounds good. You know, I could imagine maybe having maybe a similar texture than with the different sugars or spices you add on to it. It would take with it. Yeah, I don't know the option. I don't know if it's something you got to activate yourself. I don't know if it's something that activates automatically. I don't know how that works. You know, not sure.
When I push on the heart, there's a heart, a smiley face,
I'm gonna investigate after the stream does that. I'm gonna figure it out.
a party thing, and a oh my goodness face, and then 100.
Yeah, there you go. Press them all. You need to have the. They need to have the negative 100 emoji. You know.
I think the oh my goodness is the probably not the nice
They got to throw one odd one in there. You know. They got to have one like disappointed face.
one.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that does something out for the algorithm or whatever. I don't know. You know. Not unless it's just one of those buttons that they let people press and it doesn't go to anything, you know. But
Just there, no fun.
even something as simple as that, I believe, you know, it definitely has some type of role. Whatever it is, I don't know.
I do too, because when you push it, then it shows these little balls going up on the panel. So it does
There you go.
stuff on the YouTube side.
Raise the ball status. There we go. Yeah, just keep pressing buttons, whatever you do. Just keep matching them. Eventually, I guess you'll hit enough of them. We'll figure it out, you know. We'll either start it up or shut it down. Oh, and some not too so distant land and some not so distant future that will explain what civilization was like at this very moment, Jerry. You know, the laughing emoji, the laughing SpongeBob emoji, the stop, cover up your face emoji, the meat sweat emoji, the people emoji, and the foot emoji. You know, that pretty much explains the 2000s very well. Very good representation of depiction of our modern hieroglyphic communication system.
I've heard that using the emojis are good too for their algorithms. I don't know.
There you go. If nothing else, just press the confused faced emoji. Maybe it'll cause more people to come over here and see what the confusion is. Like, dang, nobody's ever pressed this many confused emoji faces on the live broadcast before. What's going on, Tom? I think it's finally starting to cool off here. I think we finally got down to the low 90s. That's the only downside to when you get about this time of the year. You got to wait till about midnight before it feels like it cools off outside.
Yes.
For the most part, I don't mind it. I can deal with it and tolerate it. But yeah, try to come outside and it feels like a soup sandwich. There you go. Make sure you spam the comment section with all your favorite random emojis and thoughts from tonight's broadcast. Make sure you do that. See what that'll do. You know? You don't even have to type a sentence. Just type out a sentence with your favorite emojis.
You can
That'll
talk.
be the after-hour social experiment homework for tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh, Pat, it's hotter up there than down here. That doesn't make any sense either, does it?
Shoot, it's gonna be warmer. It's warmer here the last 3 days, and tomorrow then it's gonna be at Hilton Head Beach this weekend. It's gonna be about 10 degrees colder down there.
Let's see, what is tomorrow?
Yeah, we're definitely not getting into the 60s tonight. Maybe mid 70s for the low here. which ain't bad, but shoot, it takes all the way to 6 o'clock in the morning to get there. You know, it
Mhm.
sounds good. You know, it sounds good to have that low, but the duration of getting there, shit, you been on went to sleep, woke up, and it still is hot.
It's pretty cool here in the mornings. So tomorrow we're dropping down to 89. That's
It's too
cool.
much. And Garvey, good to see you. I hope all is well.
Monday we're dropping down to 79
Sherry, good to see you.
with
All these
rain.
legends, all the legends coming in. Red Pill, hope you're feeling well, doing well. Good to see you. I'm gonna put that on a t-shirt. Nothing makes sense anymore, you know? With that same face.
Dadgummit. What is up with all these tornadoes? I heard there was a whole bunch yesterday across like the Midwest, like Ohio, around in there.
It's too much. Ohio is just developed and turned into their own ecosystem, you know? It's an entirely different ball game in the Ohio's, Bonnie.
It can. And Sherry. Nothing makes sense anymore. True.
You know, it's gonna be a pretty big, busy weekend in the White House. You know, they got I don't know, some people follow sports, but they got the big UFC fight at the White House this Sunday. And
Yeah.
it's never before been done. All the UFC pay-per-views or fights they have, like the main cards are always on a Saturday night, but allegedly they had it moved for certain purposes. But the massive structure that they built to have it at, I seen tomorrow they're supposed to be having this guy, what's his name? He's supposed to be jumping over it on a motorcycle tomorrow. Him and like a couple other people. They're supposed to be doing like backflips and stunts over it, like Evil Knievel style at the White House tomorrow. Dang, what's the guy's name? Pastrana. I forget his first name, but his last name's Pastrana. The guy that used to do the motorcycles and the stunts. I think he was
Yes.
like the first guy that did like a backflip or something on a dirt bike. Yes,
What,
him.
what could possibly go wrong with all that?
Yeah, he does like the what's it like the Red Bull stunts.
Is this for Trump's birthday?
It's I don't know exactly. Well, yeah, they technically they moved the event to Sunday because I think Sunday is his birthday. But they labeled it as like pre-fight events. You know, the leading up to the fight. They're supposed to have him out there doing some type of jump allegedly tomorrow and a couple other things, and then Sunday night will be the fight. The fight will be Sunday night.
Huh.
Now I don't know exactly how you view it. There's probably many different ways you could view it. Whatever, but yes, at some point tomorrow. My buddy that follows he follows the UFC pretty good and like motocross. He said, yeah, they're supposed to be having him jump the cage tomorrow. I said, yeah. What could go wrong? Yeah, I hadn't looked up the dimensions on how big that big like orb looking structure they built for the UFC fight tomorrow is. The dimensions on it. It looks pretty it looks pretty massive from the pictures I've seen. I hadn't looked up the actual dimensions of how tall or whatever.
I haven't seen one thing about it.
Oh, you got to look it up. It's massive. There's this whole they constructed this whole ring, this whole little entertainment thing out. I think it's on the South Lawn. Yeah, they've been
Huh.
working on it for like the last couple months, getting it all set up. More than likely, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to see it on YouTube because I think it's sponsored or put on something. I could be wrong, but I think it's Red Bull because I think he does like stunts and stuff through Red Bull. I don't know if this is like officially part of the Red Bull deal, but I'd be willing to bet you could find it on some part of YouTube tomorrow. You know, no doubt.
Hey, D-Dog.
about any type of live event or anything nowadays, there's somebody you can watch it on YouTube live. It does look weird. It reminds me of like the Thunderdome or the cage where they was fighting in Mad Max. You know, 2 men
Yeah.
enter, 1 man leaves. Devil Dog, good to see you, sir. I hope all is well.
Crazy. Wonder how much money that's costing us.
I don't know. Could you pull up a clip of it or no? Or you
Me?
on your mobile? Well, if not, I'll repost the link. But yeah, interesting stuff. Ain't no telling how much that costs to construct. And then like all the there's like several title fights that's going to be on that card, and like all the UFC title belts, they got this. It's like a special belt just for that occasion. You got the America 250 belt. I was expecting them to have way better fights. I don't know, but I don't know how they figured out who was going to be the fighters on the fight. It's the big top tent without the tent. No tent.
Okay, I found one. Let me.
Oh yeah, yeah. The average Joe ain't going to be at that fight. That's going to be like high-ranking members or different people or whoever whoever he invited to his birthday or whatever. Yeah, it's not like your standard pay-per-view where they have it like different arenas and you can buy a ticket. No, you just ain't coming off the street and buying no ticket to that for sure.
Nope.
You got to be pretty much invited to pay. They'll invite you and you still got to pay thousands. Ain't that something?
Let me see if I can share it with you.
Oh, it's tens of millions of dollars that go into these type of productions, especially being this one's the fight at the White House. You know, something like that's never been done. I mean, different things have happened, but you know, just as far as the hype and the publicity or whatever, the America 250 aspect, yeah, you're talking tens of millions of dollars to put on a production like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pay all your fighters, to pay all the people that set it up, all your equipment guys, everything behind the scenes people. Yeah. You're probably looking at maybe, I don't know, definitely tens of millions for sure.
See what happens here.
The Claw. There you go. That is a great name for it. The Claw. Nice. I think we've all played that game at some point, you know? I think the Claw pretty much remained undefeated for the most part. There was the occasional people that said they won something from it, but it's just rumors. It's my party and I'll cry if I want to. The Penguin. The Penguin. The Penguin knows, Bonnie. What you doing? What you working on?
Sending that to you so you can.
All right, let's see here. We got
Sure.
something going on here.
Okay.
There we go. Let's check it out, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Claw. This is where the structure where they're having the UFC 250 fight this Sunday at the White House.
Good.
Yeah, that
Right.
kind of gives somewhat of the reference, but yeah, it's pretty massive structure.
Hmm.
Oh damn, the 60 inch just went out. That was too much cloth for one 60 inch, bunny.
Whoops.
Yeah, I think well they have like pre-card fights earlier in the day, but I think the main card for that is set for like 8 o'clock. That's when your main card fights will start.
Should we share it?
What's
Oh,
that?
listen to me. Uh, Just trying to share that with you. You were roboting. My mouse froze up. It was, I don't know what the deal is with sharing things anymore.
Ain't no telling.
I have to really struggle. Even coming up here on panel, it was when you talk about people battling out back there, it kind of is a battle to get in.
Mhm.
Maybe that's what Blue was talking about earlier.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be interesting optics.
Yeah.
Where all the miscreants are. No miscreants on a Friday night. You know, must
Oh,
be something in the air.
no, it's
Oh yeah, yeah, I seen it. I got you. Guess they're all tired from a long week. They got a weekend ahead of them.
yep.
I guess the new no trespassing sign scared them away. You know.
There was this one little spot that the other day when I was going up the highway, I saw all these little birdhouses, and I was like, I gotta stop. They look homemade. And today, when we were going to stop, they were gone. And I was like, there was a whole bunch of birdhouses out there. I know I saw
It all makes sense, you know. The claw grabs things, it makes things disappear. Or even like
them.
I remember what was it like the first Toy Story movie? I think that was the only one I watched. I didn't watch the other ones, but yeah, it was that one scene where they met the aliens or whatever, and all the little aliens inside the machine worship the claw. The claw. He chooses us to go home. Could be. It's definitely interesting optics, you know, for whatever it may be.
Right?
I've got some theories cooking, but I ain't trying to scare y'all this late in the evening. You know what I mean? If you have bad dreams, it ain't gonna be because of me. There you go. Just dream about birdhouses.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to have to make my own.
There you go. Make it or grow some gourds. You could grow gourds and make your own birdhouses. You ever thought
True.
about doing that?
No, that's a good idea, though.
There's a place not too far from me well, they sell a lot of different things, but that's kind of like what people know them as the gourd farm. Man, they've got them everywhere. And, you know, people use them for different crafts. I mean, you could make a watering vessel, a lot of things, but a lot of people around here they make them and use them for like birdhouses.
Yeah, that'd be neat. Yeah, you didn't pin the link. Maybe,
No, I just been doing it periodically. That might have
yeah.
been why. I didn't even think about it. I've just been doing it the lazy way. don't know. Maybe Mary's telling me to get the heck out of here. I don't know.
No, she's
that
telling
enough?
me to go ahead and scare them.
No, I think she was just telling me that's enough, you know. Oh yeah. Huh. The Wren.
Darn, Ann, you sound like me yesterday. I
Huh.
pinched my pinky finger in the handle of my car. Then I
Careful,
tripped
man.
over a gallon of paint and got a big old bruise on my ankle. Oh, and then I hit the door with my arm and have a bruise on my arm. It was klutz day yesterday.
I'm letting Bonnie do all the scaring. Her story is just pretty scary right now. And she got beat up, slung around, thrown down, got abducted by aliens. You know what I mean? This is all within like a 72-hour span. Man, had to get you like an industrial strength bubble wrap suit. You know, it's got the bubble wrap you.
Right? It's when I'm just going too fast, when I'm like going too fast, not paying attention, and things happen. At least I didn't fall. But so when you're stumbling around trying to catch yourself, it's a good thing my leg muscles have built back up. It could have been bad. Now I just got to work on the arms. More. Bubble boy was everything's skated, Jerry. Be careful, Jerry. You say it might happen to you. Did we lose you, what? Didn't mute. Can y'all hear me? Are we gone? Oh, standing on pipes is not good. Okay, y'all can hear me. Well, I don't know what happened to what. They abducted him now. See if they probe him. Oh, I think he's coming back.
All right, I made it back successfully. I had to go make sure my parachute and all my gear was still intact, you know, just in case we get an early loss of gravity. Just trying to keep all those things handy, you know.
We thought you got abducted this time.
Nah, they can't abduct me, you know. If anybody's abducted, I'm abducting them. I'm abducting the aliens.
Pat said the claw got you.
Feeding them fried chicken. No, I had to go. I went and grabbed me something to drink right quick. I was feeling a little parched, you know. I couldn't even let you know I was going away. That's how parched I was. It was coming out like a low whisper. I don't think I could hit you with the horrifically scary, mind-numbing, brain-altering Yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that to y'all beautiful people right now. My brain already can't contemplate properly as it is. It's just a changing of the season.
I think we're beyond scarable.
I don't know. Who knows?
True.
Hmm.
He's been replaced.
This is true. The moment has come for the AI revolution to commence. Welcome, humanoids.
What would scare you? Something happened to one of my kids. I think that's my biggest worry. My youngest just got her license. She's going to get a car in a couple of months, and that's scary.
Yeah. Yeah, things that affect us. Everything affects us, but things that affect us directly, especially family, stuff like that, for sure.
Yeah. But anything I hear about anything going on globally, because it's really gotten to where are we really seeing, is this real? I mean,
Nah, most of it isn't.
and that's what I'm thinking is,
There's a ton of filler. There is some real. There is the real thing. The real thing is out there. That's why a lot of these companies have to remind you it's the real thing. Even if what they're pushing isn't real, the real is still out there. But a lot of this stuff ultimately is just, I mean, it has some bearing. It has some bearing on your energy, emotions, or whatever it may be. Uh, Definitely can affect your soul, your spirit, if you let it. But ultimately, if a lot of these topics and things were removed, ultimately, you know, it wouldn't set us back any, in my opinion.
yeah,
If anything, it would give you more time to actually put thought into things that mattered and think, read, understand things, figure things out.
absolutely. Twilight Zone.
I love
Yeah.
the Twilight Zone. That's probably like one of my favorite shows. I love watching them old episodes. I've been doing that, like going through lately and watching the old ones. Now, what was the one the other night? Oh man, it was almost kind of like now. It made me think. All of the Twilight Zone episodes make me think about something now because they were all like kind of whatever it may be. But there was this one episode. It starts off as this guy. It just starts off as this guy wondering, and it gives the whole speech. Ted is a man with no memory, no purpose, no journey as he wanders down this road of the Twilight Zone. And it shows like this guy in like this Air Force type, the jumpsuits that like the Air Force pilots wear. And he's just walking around. And then he walks up to this gas station and he's hollering for people and nobody's there. But there's like a cigarette burning in the ashtray, but nobody comes out. And he keeps on walking and keeps walking and gets into what looks like this town and nobody's around. He's just hollering in buildings, goes to this diner, says, "Hey man, I got some change. I just want a coffee and a sandwich." And I think and it's like the grill and everything's going like somebody was there, but nobody's there. And he like goes and helps himself to a cup of coffee, and he's just like wandering around this town, and he just starts. Eventually, he starts losing it and freaking out because nobody's there. But
Right.
then about that time, it like fades out, and the whole time he was in a simulation. Like he was in this military base, and they were all these generals and stuff were viewing him, and he was like inside this virtual reality pod, and it was like stimulating his mind to different things. And they was like, "Well, chalk that up. This test subject didn't work too well." And that
Oh,
was
wow.
pretty crazy, and it was just kind of guess showed you like the futuristic time. I could imagine watching something like that then and thinking about it, but I guess now through all the different predictive programming and grooming and different brainwashing techniques, it kind of like man, that's like nowadays or whatever it may be. A lot of those episodes are.
Is that the one with the music?
Yeah, yeah. You have now entered another dimension of time, space.
Right?
Yeah, but that one guy, the guy that hosted it, I forget his name right off the top of my head, but the guy that hosted it, he's the one that wrote all that stuff, all the episodes and stuff for that show,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Hey, James. Good to see you.
Oh, no doubt. It's all central casting, You got to be central with your casting. Got to be central about it. Oh, yeah, The Outer Limits. Yeah, that was another one of my favorite shows. It was kind of like, it was similar to like The Twilight Zone in a way, but a little different. Do not attempt to adjust your televisions. Yeah, and it always kind of told some kind of like eerie or like different type of story.
Was that
Rod Sterling, there you go. That's the guy, the host from the Twilight Zone and the guy that wrote the episodes.
okay?
That's back when like acting was acting. You didn't have to have all these like flashy gimmicks and like CGI. You actually had to like speak and actually look like you were in a role. You didn't have to have all your face CGI'd in to look like you were doing these things.
Yeah. Was it Alfred Hitchcock that had the big belly? They would just show his shadow.
Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I remember too much sometimes. It's too much. It's too much. I'll probably binge watch. If it's too hot tomorrow, I'll probably just binge watch The Twilight Zone. I started from the beginning. I forget what episode I'm up to now. Whenever I go on that, what is it, the Tubi or the Pluto, whichever one I watch it on, I just go on there and it just boop sinks me right back up where I left off. You gotta love it. Puts me right back in the AI algorithm comfortably.
Good to see you, Scrimshaw. Raymond Burr.
Sounds cold. Sounds pretty cold.
Right? It's Friday.
Well, I could imagine. I could imagine.
Did I hear you say you had to work in the morning?
Yeah, I got to do a side job tomorrow for a couple hours. And I might go out and venture out. Just depends on how it feels afterwards. If it's already maxed out, I might just limit it.
Yeah.
I am being fully integrated into the Twilight Zone Intergalactic Time Travel High Council Federation. It's a beautiful thing. It's going to be a beautiful movie when I put it out. You thought He-Man Masters of the Universe was something? Psh, you ain't seen nothing yet. What you want me to sing? I probably could give you a song before I close it out. What you want to hear?
Major Tom.
I don't even know that one. I know it, but I don't know it. I know of it. I think Major Tom is the only part of the song I know.
Right? Earth to Major Tom.
See, I told you. I told you we would allegedly still be here. You know, the odds were so ever in your favor, Tasha.
She wants to come up.
Let's see. I don't know. I got to think of a song. Only song I know of his, right off the top of my head, is the one I sung the other night. I think there's another one. I know a lot of different songs. I don't know. All sides. As above, so below. As within, so without. I try to hit them from every angle.
Whatever's on your heart.
Man, I wish I could remember the lyrics to that one song about the I can't even remember what it's called now. I don't know. All right, now you're just showing out. You're just showing out. You're being too demanding, you know. What do you think this is? You think we're in America over here? Think this is America? Do you think this is the US of A? Oh, we got them coming in hot, Bonnie. Stand by, stay alert. We're bringing them all up.
There she is.
Good evening, good morning for everybody.
How are you?
I had 4 hours of sleep, but I feel like a new person. I know 3 hours, not even 3 hours, actually 2 hours, but I feel good.
Goodness. And you're pulling an all-nighter?
No, the thing is, I had coffee, and I'm very sensitive to coffee, and the coffee let me stay up awake. And I tried to sleep, and I even drink hot milk, all the remedies that you can do. Baby, stop it now. All the remedies that I can try to fall asleep, and nothing worked.
Uh-oh.
So
Did
I'm
you-
not gonna say the guy. I'm not gonna say the guy's name. I went to this guy's stream, and I know when I listen to him, within 10 minutes, I've always fall asleep. So I will listen to him, and I came to you guys, and I said I want to say wait because I want to talk to you guys, and I fall asleep. So I said, why did I do it from the beginning? He's a South African, so don't worry about it. It's not anybody that you guys know, but really, he talks like this.
Uh-oh. The lost wife.
No, Bonnie, okay, while I'm there, sorry if the people in chat, I can't see the chat at the moment. I'm using my phone at the moment. So I apologize if anybody agrees or anything, say anything to me. But I wanted to ask you, Bonnie, did you receive the email? I know I left before you didn't see the response, if you got it or not. Because I know it's a lot of... Welcome back.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. I'm glad y'all could join us again.
This time they
What did
really
you-
did take you.
Yeah, I had to shut down my AI. I went and got something to drink, and I didn't know my AI robot had then took over, man. I had to shut them down and reboot. Yeah, I was conversing with the AI the whole time.
I did get the email, Tasha.
Okay.
I just
I
haven't
know.
been able.
Life is but a dream.
I'm from South Africa, Jerry.
Really?
Now, Jerry's asking where I am from. Sorry, I got a tongue twister.
South Africa. I can't even
South
talk.
Let's say South Africa. Let me speak Afrikaans. Like I know Kim is gonna laugh when she hears me. South Africa.
Africa.
So there was something. The word that I wanted to say to you last night. You talk about mosquitoes, and I know I misspelled it, but in Afrikaans it's mesquite. mesquite, like not the way how you pronounce it. It's mesquite.
Mesquite,
Oh,
like the wood.
Mesquite. It's like shooting. And if I translate it direct in English, it's shooting. Skeet is shooting.
Sounds pretty aggressive. Sounds like an aggressive species
Yeah.
of mosquito.
Yeah, but they like I said to you, and that not to be funny, they definitely doesn't shoot. They don't miss at all. And so that they definitely not shooting missed. They're always on target, and they itch. But in my birth town, Palabora, that's the area where the big malaria is. So I had malaria. So it's not something nice to have, honestly. So
oh goodness.
it's almost worse than cancer, really. I'm not lying to you. It's
Well, I'm glad you made it through.
oh, thanks. I like how Kim is saying it. So Suid-Afrikaans. You just need an I. After the U, you just need an I. Then it's but if you say Suid-Afrikaans, it means I'm talking Suiwer Afrikaans. I'm very Afrikaans. And then South Africa is right, but you just after the U, you just need an I, then it's perfect Afrikaans. Yes. But yeah, so what is your guy? I know everybody's talking about the soccer. Okay, I call it soccer. I know some people call it football, but I call it soccer because where I'm staying it's soccer. I don't know. But instead of that, what are you guys' plans for the weekend?
Wait, what? I didn't understand that.
Okay, let me just put it in small word. Maybe I'm talking too fast today. Okay. Instead of watching soccer on the television, because I don't have a television and I can't see what's going on in the soccer and I don't care, to be honest. I don't like soccer at all.
Oh,
What is
okay.
your guys' plans for the weekend?
What is our plans for the weekend?
Yes, that's what I was. Didn't I say it right?
Global dominance. Nah, just taking it easy.
Yeah.
Taking it easy.
But Mr. Life, I really want you to sing the national anthem. I really like you guys' anthem. That's why I want to hear it. Like you said a song, I want to hear the national anthem. And I
I could
couldn't hear
sing the
what you were
national
saying.
anthem of Watts World,
Okay, please. I'm listening.
but unfortunately, they don't let me sing that on YouTube no more. They said I got the memo about it. I didn't even get to premiere it, and they already shut it down. That's the type of things that happen here. I know it's heartbreaking. Oh, see, that's how
Oh,
heartbreaking it was. Dang, I'm breaking hearts. I'm altering minds and changing landscapes over here, Bonnie. We just went off the deep end. We've got the South Africans have went to war with Watts World. They have befriended and besieged the treaty pact that was once the intercontinental alliance that we had. Dang. Oh, man, now I
darn.
almost feel obligated to sing something. Now I got to sing something, Bonnie. What do we
I
do
know.
here? Hold on. I don't know if I was prepared for this.
I can't sing the national anthem because it gets too high. I would embarrass y'all to be Americans.
Good
Truly.
point. I may be too high right now, Bunny. That is a good point. You don't want to hit the high. I may be too high. Well, I always like to think about the 1900s, so I guess I can hit you with this one. Grandpa, tell me about them good old days. Sometimes it feels like this world's gone crazy.
Amen.
Grandpa, take me back to yesterday when the line between right and wrong didn't seem so hazy. Did lovers really fall in love to stay and stand beside each other come what may? Was a promise really something people kept and not just something they would say and then forget? Did families really bow their heads and pray? Did daddies really never go away? Whoa, Grandpa, tell me about them good old days. That's what you get on a Friday, ladies and gentlemen.
Awesome song. Love it. I think Tasha's back there again.
Nah, we pissed her off, Bunny. She said to hell with that. Just when she was starting to bond and mingle with the Americans, you know?
Well, she's talking in private chat.
Okay, sorry. I thought she banned her. I thought she banned her interallegic alliance.
I wish now you can sing now because my dog loves your singing. Honestly, when you go, she would. Oh.
Yeah, most dogs, cats, marsupials, red-eared squirrels, they seem to go nuts.
She loves your singing. You definitely got a fan in her. She loves.
Don't
it.
know
She's
if
a
I'm
Labrador.
familiar with the Bob Seger. You know, maybe he was a legend. I'm pretty sure I heard a Bob Seger song. I can't think of it right off the top of my head.
But I think you would have a nice way for a Kenny Rogers song. I know it's very old songs for me and you, but I mean, I think Islands in the Stream, you and Bonnie can sing together. Islands in the
Gotta
Stream.
know when to hold on, know when to
Islands in
fold
the
on,
Stream.
know when to walk away, know when the deed is done. You know,
You're gonna have
Islands
copyright.
is so hard to
I am
do.
the copyright, Tasha. I copy the rights. As a living man, I copied those rights. If that's what takes me down at Watts World, so be it. You know, if all the mayhem and chaos and conversions and inversions, if Kenny Rogers took us down,
Uh-oh.
Elon Musk just shot a rocket over my head. I don't know what the heck that was. I don't know. I think it was the mothership. Yeah, they're sending every obstacle. Okay. Good thing we got Michael. We got Michael coming to the stage, ladies and gentlemen. He'll get us back grounded, recentered.
How is it today? I didn't know he was doing karaoke night.
It happens.
Hi,
So
Michael.
get us regrounded. Get us back to reality, Michael. What's going on? What are we doing wrong here?
Oh, I don't know. I was going to join in on the karaoke. How are you doing, Tasha?
Cool. You can sing the
I'm doing well. I think me and Michael can sing a song together. Don't you think so? I think your voice and my voice together. But just give me a man voice to sing because if I sing, I sing very deep. I don't sing like a hi, I sing I sing deep.
You would think that I sing deep, but I do not. I sing very high, believe it or not.
But that's why I said we must do it. You're the girl and I'm the voice in the song.
Yeah.
Well, we'd have to
just
know a
released the
song.
Rover.
We'd have to know a song that we all knew.
Okay, I've got a perfect song for me and you, and everybody will sing with us. Happy birthday to somebody in the future's birthday. Happy birthday to somebody in the future's birthday.
like future birthdays.
Yeah,
There is one coming up pretty quick.
I know somebody's birthday is coming. My grass looks so white. Okay, wait, can I show you guys in the camera? Let me just. Don't look. I know I'm getting a gardener today, so don't judge my house, please. Look how it looks.
Oh my
It's so
goodness.
cold. It's so cold. And the grass is white. It looks like snow.
It's beautiful.
It's okay, wait. I'll show you. Wait, she's doing this for the first time in a long time. Look. Salut voor die mensen.
Hello, my dog minion. How are you today?
She's the one that loves your music. And then
that's the reaction I get. You're like, they either
Yes, and
howl
this
or
one
just want
likes
to
to-
scratch their butts. You know,
And this one, she likes
Yeah.
Jennifer Rush. She likes
are you the
Jennifer
one
Rush.
that makes all the
Celine
fuss?
Dion.
Or are you the doggy that makes all the fuss? It looks like it.
Yeah, she's,
Usually when you
yeah,
put
she
them on
is the one.
camera, they don't say nothing. You know, they're like, call
Put
my
them on
bluff.
the
I really didn't want to
spotlight.
be on camera. I just didn't want you to be on the internet.
Believe it or not, on my previous channel that I had, she had 5,000 subs herself. I mean, I had her, she's now 8 months old when she was like, since she was a puppy until 5 months, she had 5,000 subs, more subs than me.
Oh,
Hmm.
wow.
Nice.
Yeah. And I stopped posting things for a moment and people stopped being listened and I got a new channel and telling the people I put it on my channel and they enjoyed it. So I said, okay, people don't want to see me, they don't want to talk to me, they want to be more, yeah, more of a. Okay, I'm gonna feed the dogs quickly, so I'm just gonna mute myself. But I'm here still, okay?
Okay.
As you were. As you were, civilian. Oh,
So I
man.
hope everyone's night's going well.
But, you know, it's been a thing, you know.
Yeah, I
We've
do
flown
know it.
under some radars. We made some radars, you know. We made it happen.
Good to see you, Pilgrim.
I was hearing you sing that Kenny Rogers song. I think you did all right.
Just all right.
Yeah, he did pretty good.
I'm just joking. He did very good.
Yeah, he did.
I love that song.
Yeah. Yeah, Kenny Rogers does a lot of decent music.
Yep.
I listen to a lot of country, but me personally, and you would probably never guess this, but I'm into a lot of 70s funk and R&B and Marvin Gaye and Al Green, but you'd probably never know that by hearing me.
Oh, wow. I just like all kinds of music.
Yeah, I like good music. The music they have now is not really music.
Well, some of it, I mean, oh, what's his name? Deranged? No, it's not Deranged. What's his name? He does The Sound of Silence.
Are you talking about Disturbed?
Yes, Disturbed. That's it.
Yeah, I used to listen to them when I was younger, but I got away from all that hard rock and heavy metal.
And it's well, see, but that song doesn't sound heavy metal to me, so I really like the song. Hallelujah. There's this one guy, he's heavy metal and he does Amazing Grace, and it is amazing the way he does it.
I think I got I think somewhere on my computer, I got Ozzy Osbourne singing Amazing Grace. I think that's the hymn that you're talking about. Like I said, I think it's Ozzy Osbourne that's singing Amazing Grace. I think so.
I think everybody has sang Amazing Grace. But this guy is not Ozzy Osbourne. He's got long hair and he's young. He's pretty young. Maybe 30.
He's Mr. Life's age. No,
Yeah.
to be honest, my voice, and I know a lot of people said it to me, I think when you see my video, the videos after one video I sent you, Bonnie, it's part of the email. My daughter's got a very beautiful voice, but I think my voice is more a ABBA voice, if I can say that. So yeah.
Baritone,
But
alto.
yeah, but in my younger days, if I drink wine, when I drink wine, then my voice really sounds like Jennifer Rush. But I don't want to brag about that, but yo. But I'm not young anymore, so yo, now I sound like a old lady.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Our voice does kind of change. I used to could sing, but I guess I quit doing it for so long that it's just like, I don't know.
Hi, Johnny.
We used to go to karaoke all the time, and
Hey Tasha, I'm just putting music that I listened to for years and years. It's like 1999 or 95 even. It could be a mix of 70s, 80s, 90s, Hero dance, metal, country, just crazy weird music that like underground. But you guys can see it. Keep on talking.
Thank you for sharing it with us. Thank you very much.
Oh, I got like a top 32 list.
Can you believe I don't know where it is? I don't know where my broom is in my house. I'm looking for my broom.
sounds like me trying to find my mop today. Kind of overwatered the plants a little and got water everywhere.
I have to show you guys something. There's something I have to show you guys. That's why I wanted to mop. It's not important. Oh yeah. I'll email it to you what I wanted to show you. Not everybody will like it in this room. It's the South African flower. I wanted to show you guys how it looks like. Our traditional flower. But I'll send you. I got so many of them in my house. Let me just show you. Yeah. Okay,
oh wow, that's pretty.
See.
What's it
This
called?
one is Protea. Our cricket place is named after him, Protea. I got this one's yesterday from my husband. So they.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, you don't have to water them. They stride. I mean, that's what I got for yesterday. And then don't look. I have to clean. My daughter's an arty farty. She loves art. And this was I got a year ago.
Oh wow. So you're married?
Yes, I'm married, but I don't want to. Let's stop there. We're not going for on.
Okay.
No, I don't want to be rude. I mean, I'm married, but I'm like partly I'm separated for the last 10 years. I mean, he stays 300 miles away from me. Yeah, exactly 300 miles away from me. And I only see him twice a year, on Christmas and on my birthday.
Oh wow.
I mean, it sounds bad. Like I said, I got a better relationship, with my neighbors than with him, because my neighbors I see every day. Yeah, I don't see him only twice a year. So yeah.
I'm sorry.
I don't know. It's fine. Don't worry, be happy. And now everybody's quiet. Looks like we're taking the show over, me and you, Bonnie.
So is divorce forbidden there?
Divorce?
Yes.
What's forbidden? I don't know what balls. We're talking about balls.
Divorce.
The bed. I don't know what it. Can you maybe ask me what it is, and maybe if I read it, I know what you understand.
Separation from your spouse. She's talking about separation from your spouse.
For good.
You're talking about divorce. No, the thing is,
Yeah.
I don't want to be honest, I don't want to divorce him. To be honest, I can't divorce him because then I don't have no medical and I don't have a place to stay. And
right.
So with my medical condition, I need his medical. So enough. I'm not strong enough to look after I'm strong enough to look after myself, but I'm not working. I'm just doing volunteering work. So, and I'm
And
looking after his house. This is his house, so it's not my house. It's his house.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, and my daughter's 2 years, then she's finished with school. Then she'll go overseas. Still, she doesn't know where in overseas, but then she wanna be a nanny, a au pair. But
I
my
was
son's
just
already
wondering,
left.
I mean, you don't have to go there, but I was just wondering if it's because here it's so common, and I was just wondering if it was something that was forbidden there.
No. It's a common thing. I mean, for us, especially where I'm staying. Okay, not where I'm staying. Where my sister stays. Okay, not you don't see it much here in my town, but in my sister's town, you get people get married with the same sex. I mean, the gay people get married, and yeah, and they adopt kids. People that's a mother and a father like me and Mr. Life, a man and female, they don't easily get kids. But if they got the same, they get it easier. If it's two female or two male, it's easier for them to adopt kids these days. So that's how
Yeah,
corrupt this thing is. But yeah,
interesting.
uh,
Mm.
no, it's a common thing. I mean, I was like, how old was I? I was like 6 years old when my mom and my dad got divorced, and they were the first persons. They were the first people that got divorced in my town, in my birth town in Palawara. So that was a very. And nowadays, I mean, it's more common that people is divorced or remarried than. I mean, like my pastor is saying, if you married for 5 years, that's amazing, and I'm going for 26 years. So,
Oh,
and I don't
wow.
know. These days, kids just want to get married to be. A lot of kids here, and I'm not gonna. This I think a lot of people won't disagree. I think Kim will agree with me. Lots of kids here, especially the young ladies, they don't know if they have trouble at home, things they don't get along with the mom or the stepmom or the stepdad, and they just want to marry the first guy they see, and they
Yeah,
marry him for 2 years, and they get divorced just to come out of the house. They
yeah,
don't have to be in their parents' house. So I think it's everywhere. I don't think it's just South Africa, but it's here. I mean, I'm looking at my friends, my daughter's friends. I know it's like six of them with her, six included. And out of the six people, I can say honestly, I think four of us, not four of us, four of them are divorced. And only me and the other friend of it that still have a mother and father as well. And also, but her side is her mother's always away. Her mom
yeah.
stays overseas. So she only comes when it's winter time, she comes to South Africa. When it's summertime, she goes away.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Hmm. My mother was married 6 times.
So you got 6 different brothers and sisters.
No. I mean, so I have a brother and a sister.
Yeah.
Then I have steps. 4 of them, 4 steps siblings.
My dad was married 4 times. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No. You please talk, Johnny. I mean, you don't talk that much. Please talk. Oh, is it Michael? I can't even see. I think it's Michael.
My dad was married 4 times, and actually one of his wives, well, it's a kind of a funny story. One of his wives went to prison for kidnapping a child. And the other wife he had, yeah, she kidnapped a child from a whole different county in Virginia. But so she went to prison, and then his other wife killed herself. I guess on accident. I don't know, but so he's been married 4 times though. And I always tell him because he can't live without a woman around him, if that makes any sense. And so
Yeah.
my whole childhood it was like that. He was woman crazy. And he still is to this day.
Wow. Yeah.
I hear you, and I've got all my sympathy for you. To be honest, I have sympathy for you. So It's not easy to have a life like that. I mean, my dad got remarried, but he's still with the women. They 27 years married with my stepmom, but her kids is like old enough to be my sister, not my sister. They old enough to be my mother and my father. If I had to understand what I'm saying. He married an old lady. I mustn't be rude because she likes YouTube. Maybe she can see me or something, hear me. I'm just saying, she's just an old lady. That's all. If I told old, I mean she's like 85 years old, and my dad's like only 75. But she started with kids very young. No, she started kids when she was very young. I think at the age of 12. So that's why I said they're old enough to be my brother, my mother, and my father.
Yeah.
But my mother never remarried, but she was with her life partner. She was almost 40 years. So, yeah.
Night, Jerry. Hmm.
And everybody's quiet.
Oh, my ex-husband was younger than me. Is my voice.
Is it your echo? Is it your sound that's bad, or is it my phone's bad? Bonnie?
I'm sorry.
I think it's her speaker.
Oh, is it me glitching again?
I think it is you. I'm not sure because I'm hearing you're like all staticky.
Yeah, if you hit the airplane mode, Bonnie, it'll reset it and just do it for like a second, and it'll reset it and clear your connection with the cell towers.
I have no idea where to do that.
Well, you sound better now.
Yeah, you're good now,
That happened.
Bonnie.
I said I was recording, and then it stopped. It's weird.
Yeah, if you slide your from the top down, normally the airplane mode will be from the top down when you slide your swipe from top to bottom. It'll show the airplane mode, and then you just tap on it like just a second. So you don't want to do more than a second because then it just totally kicks you off StreamYard for most phones. It just resets the connection but doesn't throw you off StreamYard. That's what I've learned from the 64 panels I go on. And I do talk a lot, Tashi, just random things. I've run out of stuff to talk about. I can only be so random for so long that I just become, boring after a while. So
I'm on a laptop, not a phone.
I think Michael talks less than me. He should talk, have more time to talk because I talk a lot. It's just random stuff that's just out of this world sometimes, that people just.
That's me. That's what I normally talk about is stuff out of this world, and I go on long rants. I think Watt should strike the band back up again.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
I was just thinking about all my ex-wives and my future wives, just thinking about them all. I love them all equally but separately. Yeah,
Excuse me.
beautiful thing. I just contemplate everything,
You're like that song, all my exes live in Texas.
Yeah, around the world. They all left Georgia and went scattered to different parts around the world, different continents, different time zones,
Dang you, I'm out of Georgia. Goodness.
You didn't finish it off, Michael. That's why I hang my head in Tennessee.
That's what he said. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I normally I like singing. Like that used to be what I used to do as a child a lot. But I don't know.
baby mamas.
There's a lot of them now, all over the place, especially here in this, and that sometimes I don't get caught up in like little stuff, like just small talk and stuff, because to me my mind's like always on something deeper, and so we got all these problems around us. People are losing their minds, and violence is up, and the Bronx is down. I don't know if anybody got that joke or not, but anyway, we do have some serious issues here in this culture. Not just here in the Americas, but globally. But we need to figure something out.
Yeah. Well, I think that used to be people would stay together more out of necessity and figure out how to make it work. I don't think people try to figure out how to make it work anymore. But the problem is, most people say that the biggest fight between a couple is money. But I mean, there
Your
was kind
microphone's
of that.
getting bad again.
Yeah,
Darn it.
yeah. I think we probably reached that hour. Everybody's audios. I don't know. Maybe it's just a sign, I don't know. We can have the peanut butter but no jelly. We can have the bread but no eggs, They're always trying to work against us. The algorithmic gremlins. I don't know. But definitely a lot going on, a lot we can address. Shoot, we could talk about these things for hours till we're blue in the face or red in the face. Whichever spectrum you identify, the blue, the red, or the in between.
The green, the purple.
Purple. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jinx, you owe me a soda, by the way.
But yeah, I don't know. It's been an interesting week. It's been an interesting night. I definitely appreciate y'all tuning in, tuning out at some point, But fortunately, I got to get my beauty rest. I know it's surprising, as it's shocking as it may be, in my algorithmic system of just constantly going like the Energizer Bunny. But I got to get my beauty rest, ladies and gentlemen. My beard needs its beauty rest. I got to feed the beard. Feed the beard. Got to do a little side job tomorrow. Who knows? I might get out and about and explore. But any final thoughts, concerns, comments? What y'all think about it?
I think that we really need to take a long, hard look in the mirror, everybody. And there's a lot of people doing a lot of things they shouldn't be doing, but you got to stop and ask yourself, what are you doing? Because it's easy to point somebody else out when you don't think the stuff that you do is not bad. But actually look at your life and look at what you produce in other people's lives and ask yourself, is that what I want to leave behind when I die? And if you're okay with it, whatever. But there's always room for improvement. And that's my thoughts on it.
No doubt. I know, Kim, just when we was getting ready to solve the world's problems, that's how you do it. That's how you cut back, You got to leave it to the next episode, the next time. But yeah, I appreciate each and every one of y'all tuning in at some point, Maybe you learned something, maybe you forgot something, maybe you found something, you lost something. Either way, you found it. Whether you got the notification or not, you made it here at some point. So, side quest complete. You can rest easy tonight. You got to see the bunnies. You got to see the Tasha. You got to see Johnny. You got to see Michael. You know, what else you want? What do you want? I don't know.
You're
Well,
right.
I hope y'all have a good night.
It was
God bless y'all. Lord willing, I'll be on another one.
Pay no
Good
attention
night,
to that man
Michael.
behind the curtain.
Good night and God bless y'all. Let's see, I can't find the button.
Hasta la vista, baby.